All right. Welcome back to the White Lotus Society, Gangington. We had to take an unfortunate break last week because of fuck-ass fucking Roll20 for real. But that's fine. That's okay. So, last time y'all were here, it was the finals. You guys went against the Spellbound Orchids, who you had helped in the city of Numidia prior to this. So it was a nice little getting to test each other's merit in the finals. Lake almost made a terrible look for himself, but luckily Lemisk kind of saved him from society viewing him as a monster. And then after you guys match, there was an attack that began on the town. Deirdre came down, a whole bunch of portals opened across the sky that are like it's unseeable, and then a giant portal opened above the very arena you guys are standing in, which is currently across from the tower. It's kind of above both of these areas. Let's say there's a street, it's the Coliseum on one side, and on the other side, across the street, is the tower that's like in the center of the White Lotus Society. And this portal is open, and it's like above both. Like, it's a huge fucking portal. Okay. So Deirdre came down, tried to do a little time stop shenanigans that Lake was able to gather because stillness principle. He knows how time shit works, and he has the nightmare power, so he can tap in and tune into other nightmare abilities. Y'all made that bitch look kind of like a fool, and she's angry about it. And now, here we are. So, Deirdre gets back up off the ground after she tried to land on the ground, sticking out her rod to make contact with the ground. Lake did the edit and post as she was falling, getting power bombed by Edgar, and made it so that her rod didn't make pure contact with the ground, and it bounced and she fell on the ground instead. So she gets back up and looks around at this group of individuals before her. She's looking around at all of you. And Lake, roll dex. Roll dex for me.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
Think.
Woo, good roll. Yeah, so you roll dex. You see the color of her eyes begin to change as she grabs her staff up from off the ground. As the color of her eyes begin to change, roll wisdom for me as her staff makes contact with the ground upon her picking it up.
Here you go.
Oh my god. Good roll? Yeah. So she picks her staff back up. Her eyes change. Everything happens very fast. Everybody's kind of caught off guard by like how weak she looked previously. And as she picks her staff up and makes contact with the ground, she attempts to stop time. Noticing this, Lake, who has previously gotten the information that she has, time, some form of like minor time manipulation, so on and so forth with her nightmare powers. He takes out his camera, seeing her make contact with the ground, and he tries to counter it with a little stillness principle. That's what the wisdom roll was for. He tries to counter it by doing a stillness principle of his own, noticing that she is going to do some kind of weird time shit, and he's like, what if I stopped it? You guys both stop time at the same time. And I want you to roll agility for me now, Lake.
Gotcha.
Holy fuck. I'll roll her agility, but
I didn't want to jinx it. I was just like, I feel like this is going to be an important one.
so I'm gonna roll her agility here, but Her agility is not that great. It's one of her weakest stats. It's actually this. Um, oh my god. I mean, I wanted to see if she could at least like attempt to compete with you. As you guys both stop time, uh, you begin to walk towards her
Hit.
as the time stops, kind of like happen at the same time. The world stops around both of you, and she, for some reason, does not is not able to rationalize the idea that you could have done something to collide with her own strength, and you begin to move towards her and walk towards her as she is like unable to move because of your own time stop. So, Lake, I will ask, what do you do while she has the inability to move? You have two free actions that you can take right now. You can do
Alright.
two things back to back.
So
You're
I'm walking
about
towards
10
her.
meters away.
Okay. I'm walking towards her. After images, I'm like swapping back and forth. And I start kind of like, I don't know how to like explain, like a chain mace, loose handle, spinning my camera around. I'm gonna key charge into that, and then just like uppercut shot put this thing into bro's chest or chin,
Okay.
actually.
So your two actions are the movement towards her and the flail hit. Uh, yeah, you do that, and it happens for free because you guys just went time stop for time stop. You hit her in the chin with an uppercut that causes her to fly back in the air. You see her eyes change back to normal, and both of you guys' time stop ends as everybody watches from the position that you two were in previously. She just goes flying. Nobody saw what happened. Nobody saw the move. They just saw you two standing there and then saw her go flying overhead.
Was
Um,
she was she still holding her
she was still
staff?
holding her staff, correct.
She,
She did retain grip of her staff. I mean, I can roll her strength for it, I guess, but her strength is like solid, so yeah, she holds on to it. She holds on to her staff and she goes flying up in the air. She catches herself, and looks down at you, notably angry. But you get the feeling that she might have been kind of not using her full power before. As she looks down at the rest of you, she looks back up, and you guys see through this giant portal a giant white hand going through each side of the portal. One from the side that is over the tower, and one from the side that is over the Coliseum that you two are in. Um, with like weird, like nightmarish black and red aura coalescing around it. And you guys see her float back up in front of the portal, like way high in the air. It's super high in the air. And she goes back up there and starts chanting something. And as she does, the commissioner comes back into the. You guys see him fly in the air from where he would have been in the tower over here, atop the Coliseum, and he begins to like try to stop her from whatever chant she's doing. As this happens, all of the nightmares from the portals around you in the sky that have opened begin to descend down. And you guys watch as Mary gets to work. And Mary and Terminus begin fighting everybody. The four people from the Spellbound Orchids that were still able to fight begin like trying to help civilians get out and whatnot. And after the commissioner comes over here and like pushes Deirdre to the side, you guys watch as a huge seraphim-like figure begins coming out of the portal. You see its head, followed by the fingers of its hands that you guys had seen previously, begin to come through. And he comes down while Deirdre is like getting up, and he looks at you guys and he goes, I can't defend two places at once. I won't. You four are the only people here that are still of reasonable strength that can probably go in there and deal with whatever's happening at the tower. I wanted to stay there myself, but a few individuals versus hundreds of nightmares, there's a bigger threat. So, and he looks at all of you and he's like, do you four think that you can go defend the book? I know it's what they're after.
Say less.
The book.
Yes. Osei, the Book of Solomon. They talked about, some dreamers, was it not? Well, if they want to truly achieve the status of dreamer, quote unquote, that book is necessary. I wanted to defend it myself, but like I said, hundreds of nightmares and that thing that's coming through that portal up there, I kinda have to trust you guys to be able to do it because this is a lot more targets than what could be going for the book.
I see.
We'll defend the book.
Alright. Great. And you see him begin like flying towards the portal. And you guys watch as like, you know, the people from the Spellbound Orchids that are still up, Edgar, Rock, Minette, and Zane, who had all been helped up by Lemisk previously, they begin clearing a path through the nightmares that are invading the Colosseum for you guys to make it out of the Colosseum and towards the tower. Mary begins to walk back with you guys towards the exit and then shoots a blade wave out of the exit that clears a path towards the entrance of the tower. And so they all work together to attempt to get you guys there for free. This was a really good play from Quay last session, because if he hadn't helped them back up, you guys actually would have had to fight nightmares on the way to the tower. But he helped you guys. So you guys make it to the tower and begin descending towards the lower levels, noting that it is strangely peaceful inside of the tower. And so let me move you guys to the inside of the basement of the tower. So you guys remember when you got your powers originally, that there were many stories in the tower. You guys also remember that the Book of Solomon was further down into like the lower depths of the basement. The tower is as many levels up as it is below, so you guys are, you know, going down for a while. And on you guys, like, way out, or way in, rather. Osei, can you roll me a wisdom check?
Okay.
Wow, you guys are rolling today. Yes. So, Osei, you can feel a strange spiritual presence, a strange fucked up spiritual presence that you've felt before. Two spiritual presences you've felt before. But one of them rings in your mind as something well known, something you came across recently. You feel the spiritual presence of the man from Numidia. The one that you guys fought. And you sense a second... Well, you sense a few spiritual signatures, actually. But the one that catches your attention is his, and one other one that feels familiar but is different. Y'all are rolling today though. And now I want all of you to roll dex upon Osei taking note of that. You guys have gone down a few stories at this point. You're probably like basement. Let's say the basement, if it has 10 levels, you guys are like basement level 5.
Do I get the
Threat detection? Yep.
Threat detection.
So close from Cam, so close. Damn. Okay. Well, it was bound to happen eventually. You guys have been rolling so good today. You guys can detect that there is a large influx of nightmare magic in the vicinity. Not just from outside, but from within as well. From deeper in the basement, down the stairs. However, you guys do not take note of a certain individual that is with you guys in the room. And as you guys are kind of like, you know, walking towards the stairs safely to try to make sure that you can, you know, to get down safely and make sure there's not a threat there, you guys get a nice little, I'll roll 1 through 4, a nice little sneak attack could go on. 1 Osei, 2 Lake, 3 Crosswise, 4 Lemisk. 2 Lake, while walking towards the stairs, gets kicked in the back down the stairs. Nobody knows where the attack came from. And Lake goes flying down. He is out. He gets fucking launched. And behind you, you guys turn and see a rather large individual that I want Crosswise to roll int for, to see if you know this individual or not. I guess I'm trying to think of anybody else that might be able to know her. I guess Osei can roll to see if he knows her. So Osei, roll me int as well. Although Crosswise did pass his check, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Yeah, the check is 70. So Crosswise, you turn and see an individual that you have not seen in a long time. This is an old rival of yours. She looks a lot different than she was, you know, back in the day when you guys used to clash. She used to work for a lot of rival lords, and she kind of just was a straight up mercenary. She existed as kind of, not a foil to you because she didn't hate you, but she kind of was somebody that you ran into on the battlefield a lot. You guys happened to take jobs and happened to end up on the opposite side of the field a decent amount. This is Carmilla. So, she, for a while, used to meet Crosswise a lot in combat. They would work together sometimes. But she eventually grew to a point where she sometimes took missions specifically to fight him because he was like the only person that gave her a real challenge. So, Crosswise, you turn around and see Carmilla, who has just kicked Lake down the stairs.
Carmilla, that's a bit rude, don't you think?
Well, I mean, I saw a target walking towards the stairs, figured the first person who got the closest would get hit.
Okay. Sure.
Sure. So Crosswise. They, you know, they told me I'd be able to see you again, and so, here I am. Wow. You seem like you've gotten a lot stronger.
Yeah, I guess pluses minuses.
Pluses and minuses. That makes sense. That makes sense. Crosswise, you can tell that she has like a weird kind of evil aura about her that did not exist once upon a time. You can tell that there's definitely like, you don't know if it's like a corruption, some kind of brainwashing, or just some kind of power that she has now. But you can tell that she's not entirely the same. Decently the same, but not entirely the same.
Does it feel like Muramasa at all? Like, because he's my only cross reference.
No,
So I'm
she
just
is not a
curious.
living
Okay,
weapon,
yeah.
by the way. She is not a living weapon.
Okay, sorry. I assumed that. Actually
No,
was it.
she is not a living weapon.
Yeah, she's just human.
She has wielded living weapons though, multiple
Sure,
times.
sure, sure.
She is not
Okay, then,
currently.
I wouldn't have any
No,
expertise in
you-
that anyway. It's all good.
You would somewhat. Roll me int to see if she feels similar to Lake at all.
Sure, that makes some sense to me.
That's decent. Yeah, you can tell that she's kind of got some kind of corruption nightmare power going on, similar to Lake. Not entirely the same. They don't feel super similar at all. Probably to do with Lake's whole whatever he has in him that like helps with purifying. But you can tell that she's definitely got some kind of like nightmare power shit going on.
I see. You've been juicing lately?
You've been choosing. Not necessarily. No, so, they told me that if I let them run a few experiments, they'd, make me stronger, so I did that.
Okay.
Whatever they did to me, it did make me stronger, although it's not what I necessarily would have wanted, but they gave me more control in the over ruling the chain lands, I guess, we'll say. So a small
Okay.
price to pay.
Is it are you mentally stable? Is it mostly just like a physical detriment sometimes?
Mentally stable, I mean...
I see. Alright. Despite our history together, you know, I look out for you in that sense, so I just want to make sure you're healthier rather than less healthy.
I'm like, I mean, there's probably some kind of mental corruption that's there, but I'd say I'm like 90% the same, probably.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, the main reason I'm even working with them is because they told me that I'd be able to fight you again, and I've been waiting a long time, Crosswise.
That sounds fair. Well, would you mind if we step into a better venue and I you know, my allies proceed wherever they would like? Or is that part of your mission to stop them too?
Well, I'm supposed to be stopping you guys, but I'm here for one reason.
Yeah. So you can just say that, you know, like you know, I was in the way or something.
Ah,
You can go to
fuck,
somewhere nicer.
they got
Yeah,
passed. Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, the kid accidentally fell down the stairs and they went to go help him and then Crosswise stopped me. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll go into another wing of this place.
Yeah. You two can continue down the stairs while she chooses to fight Crosswise. They will not all be as nice as her, but she's here to fight Crosswise, so that's all she cares about. She wants good rivals. Crosswise is one of the few good rivals she has. She's fought other living weapons and considers them good rivals, but she met Crosswise a lot, so they go way back.
I call to Osei and I say, you're in charge till I come back.
Osei nods his head, and then he puts a thumbs up. You got this, Cross. I believe in you.
Thank you very much. I believe in you as well. You've got this, Osei. I proceed. Elsewhere.
Yeah, you two continue going while Lemisk and Osei walk down the stairs to look for Lake. Lake, he fell down the stairs. He hurt his head a little bit, ow. But aside from like the shock of getting snuck, he's not like struggling. She didn't like fuck him up or nothing. But you know, he like wakes up at the bottom of the stairs. Well, wakes up, but he gets up at the bottom of the steps. You know, while the other two are making their way down. And I want you to roll wisdom for me, Lake. This is a pretty easy roll for you.
Yeah, no stress.
It should be a dex roll, but I'm making it a wisdom roll because it's related to nightmare stuff. Yep, you still get it. That's a bad roll, but you still get it. You can detect deeper in the basement a very familiar energy, very familiar nightmarish power that you have felt many times before. You can tell that somewhere in this building in the depths is Magnus.
God.
As you begin frowning and getting angry at the mere thought of his existence, Osei and Lemisk finish making it down the steps.
Are you okay, nephew?
There's a lame in here.
Yeah. Neff, you gotta do something. You gotta do something about this kid.
You gotta do
gotta do
something about this
kid,
kid.
Neff.
Only one way out.
I'll be honest. So it's something about that kid. It's something about that kid. It
telling you,
makes
bro.
me. You know what? He reminds me of this guy nephews. Back when I was just starting out. Magnus reminds me like. Don't ask me what I did to the. Ooh, don't ask me what I did to him when I finally.
You ever seen The Omen?
What?
You know that little kid was the devil?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people gotta go.
Some people just gotta go. And blessed be the goddess of miracles and the god of corruption.
Yeah, let's go.
They allowed
find
me to
this
do
kid.
that. So let's go kill him.
Let's go kill him.
I put my hand on my nephew's shoulder, my nephew Lake's shoulder, as we lock eyes, and I put my thumb to the direction of where Magnus is, and I go, we gotta kill him.
We gotta kill him. We gotta go. Yes.
This one's me.
So
You got it. You got it. You got it, Neff?
This one's
You got
me.
it? You got it. It's you.
I got you. Don't worry.
It's you.
Don't worry about it. I got it.
You got it. You got it.
I got it. Yeah.
You got it.
Don't worry about it. I got it.
yes.
You got it.
You got it. So, you guys continue walking deeper. You go down another set of stairs now at the 7th floor, and as you get there, the stairs beneath you, there seems to be like timed detonation as a lot of the stairway begins to kind of explode, even up to the higher levels. Like Crosswise obviously sees this happen on his floor as well, and you guys take note of that as you're beginning to walk down. I want all of you to roll dex for reaction time here. Solid. Oh, Crosswise, I should have said that. I said you all. That's my bad. You're about to fight Carmilla, so it doesn't. You're chilling. My bad. Yes. So the only one who has like a solid reaction here is Lake. Lake reacts to the stairs crumbling beneath him and is able to make a response. The other two will end up falling, unable to react in time. So, Lake, what do you want to do as you notice these stairs falling and the other two falling with them?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
It's kind. Are we kind of in like a thin hallway sort of thing?
Decent. Like, you guys are decently close to each other.
Can I kind of just like?
Osei's a little further forward, though, because he rolled worse.
I mean, like, would I be able to like pin myself between the walls and kind of just slide down?
Yes, you can do that. Roll me agi.
Bink.
Yep, you're totally fine. You can do that. You slowly make your way down as you catch yourself in between both of the walls as the stairs fall beneath you. The other two, roll me endurance.
Oh, endurance. I love endurance.
Ooh, yeah. You guys both fall. Lemisk falls very fine. He doesn't get hurt or anything. However, Osei, you fall and you fall. It hurts your legs a little bit. You're fine for the most part, but it's you take a little bit of damage. We'll say you take. That damage means nothing to you, bro. You take like 30 damage. You're fine. Lemisk is chilling though, surprisingly. Great roll. But Lemisk, upon falling, I want you to roll me a raw D100. You do not get the miracle roll. The reason this matters is because upon landing, there is an extreme air of corruption, like nightmare magic in here, which is bad for you specifically. Lake and Osei do not have to care about it, but you do. So, Lemisk, you get hit by this strange nightmare magic that kind of attacks your mind. It doesn't attack your mind to the point where you begin to become more corrupt or anything, but it's calling out to that part within you that is corrupted. And I want you to roll me endurance again. Nothing bad will happen here, but I just want to roll endurance to see whether this does anything or not. You're a monster. You are perfectly fine with this nightmare magic that's happening. You kind of stumble for a second while the other two are already back up on their feet and fine. But you're kind of struggling for a moment and kind of holding your head for a brief second as it subsides. And within your mind, actually, you do hear a voice. You hear a voice in your mind that speaks to you. And it says nothing of that you can make sense of. It sounds like you can tell something is obviously speaking to you, but you don't know what it's saying. You can't tell what it's saying. But you, at the end of its speech, you hear it say something about roll wisdom for me. We'll see if you can make it out. Wisdom's a good stat for you, so. Yeah, you make it out. You make it out. The check was a 90, but I'll let you have it because I think it fits the moment better. You hear it say something about the path of a true dreamer. And then it implies that what the people you are currently going against right now are not quote unquote true dreamers. They are false idols. As that happens, you guys realize that you're on the 9th floor, close to the 10th floor rather. The 10th floor of the basement, close to the Book of Solomon. But you know that it's a few rooms away. As you guys do this, Lemisk, roll me Dex.
Am I perceiving danger?
We can say you are, yeah. We can say you are. We can say it fits the threat detection. What a fucking roll. So
98.
you did get a 98. So, because that fits within the parameters of a miracle roll, I will not only let you detect this presence that is approaching you, but I will give you extra information. You feel a being walking towards you guys from the darkness, from towards the door of the room. Lemisk can tell his exact location, despite the fact that there is nothing in here to allow you guys to be able to see. And Lemisk can also tell that this person is, while feeling very corrupted and nightmarish, this is somebody related to him. He can tell that this is one of his children.
Damn it.
So,
Damn it.
since he knows his exact location, what do you guys want to do with that knowledge as this guy is moving towards you guys? It's like a decently large room, so he is somewhat far away. You guys do have time to do stuff as he's approaching you. He's probably about like 30 meters away in the dark. He is coming from the door that you guys know leads to the next room that leads to the book and whatnot.
I'm gonna rush him.
You're gonna rush him?
Yeah. I mean, I want to get there as soon as possible.
Okay. Is that
At least get to the book. Like, make sure that we're around the book. Especially if I'm sensing that someone is deeper in the dungeon, I want to make sure that we are like securing the book as soon as possible.
that's valid? What would the other two? What would you guys like to do in this instance?
I'm stun locked right now
You're stun locked. Okay. Osei, what would you like to do?
with my child.
Can we activate any skills or spells?
Yeah, do whatever you think is the right call currently.
Um,
Okay. Well, I will activate key charge
Mm-hmm.
and um and an overshield.
Okay. You choose to defend yourself. I want everybody else to roll dex now that he's getting closer. $89, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yes, all of you can tell where he is now, but you can see that I'll roll dex for him, but dex is not one of his big stats, so yeah, you guys all notice him before he notices you. So
I'm gonna
Lake,
turn the camera on.
you turn the cameras on?
Turn the cameras on as I'm weeping.
Lake, you can choose to run past him since you said you were rushing forward and you noticed him before he noticed you. So Lake continues on ahead.
If hold on. If
Oh?
he's going to see the other two, right?
Yes.
Then I'd rather do some sort of like sweep kick or something instead of just leaving them behind.
Okay. Then you can
I want to secure the thing, but if I know that this guy's about to boss up on Nimlot,
You can I mean, yeah, you can do something to him as you're moving by because he doesn't notice you. So like you're allowed to just attack first. Do
I'll
something.
just like swing my camera and sweep his legs.
Okay. Um, you turn on the cameras, Lemisk. What are you doing?
Is he already in sight?
He is inside of you. We can say that the camera is able to detect him as well.
Okay. Can you? I need a minute. Can you go to Osei real quick?
Okay, yeah, I got you. Osei, you activate your defensive abilities and your key. He does not notice you yet. What would you like to do while key charged with your defenses up? You see, as you activate your defenses, you watch Lake run by and sweep him.
Okay, so he ran by, sweeped him, so he's visibly in sight.
He's visibly in sight, yeah.
Um,
He doesn't know where the attack came from. He's kind of confused.
he doesn't attack him.
You're not attacking him. Okay. So, do you choose to walk forward? Do you choose to like what are you thinking about doing here?
I will choose to try to signal and see if he responds by words.
Okay. Yeah, you can call out to him, see what's up since he's on the ground. You hear him go like you hear him say, I'm trying to remember the voice I had for him. Hold on. You hear him say, I also need to move his token over here since you guys can see him. And we already have like the knowledge that that's his son. So you see one Cornell Kyojin pulling up. And he looks over, he's like looking around and he gets knocked down out of nowhere as Lake goes past him, and you kind of like begin walking forward and calling out to him, and he's like, fuck, you guys could have waited. God. Ah.
Wait, Sir Lake. Hold your position. Then Osei then looks towards him, more serious look. Who are you?
Oh, who am I? You guys attacked without even knowing who I am? Good God.
Sorry. Well, we are on
You're my son.
They said we were the only four who could defend.
Wait. Sir Lemisk, what did you just say?
Cornell.
You know him?
You know me. You walked with me in silence. You stood beside me in storms. You've taught me things I never asked to learn. But this is the edge of my strength. This is my child. My blood. My light. My legacy. Corrupted God, you who understand suffering better than anyone. You who see what breaks and still calls it sacred. Look at this child. Don't you dare turn away. You know what it means to be lost. You know what it means to fight for breath, so fight for them. If anyone could walk the shadows and come back with fire, it's you. You, miracle goddess, who shaped healing out of nothing but will and wonder. You fold time and stitch flesh like thread. Come now. Oh, now. Let your power fall like rain as I put my hand on.
He was in theater, guys, by the way. He was in theater, in case everybody was wondering.
Let your unseen hand cradle that medicine. Please let your unseen hand cradle what medicine cannot reach. Let life return strong and sudden, not just by science, but spirit. I'm not here to beg for perfection. I'm here to beg for one more breath, one more sunshine, one more chance to hold them whole. I put both my hands on his face and I put my forehead on his
On Cornell's,
or Cornell's.
you can tell he's corrupted. I'm just letting you know that ahead of time.
I know. This is my son. I have to.
Okay, alright.
It's my
Yep,
son.
go for it. Roll endurance. Roll endurance wisdom. Roll endurance wisdom. Okay, yeah, keep going.
If a trade must be made, take from me. If a price must be paid, name it. But don't let them slip into the dark. Not yet. Not like this. You have done this before. You have saved the dying. You have turned the unturnable. Do it again. Do it again for my child. Do it now. This is my prayer. This is my soul on the altar. This is my miracle request. Save my child. I
Lamisk,
fall to my knees.
roll me a raw D100. Okay, alright. You don't get the miracle roll effect here, but you begin your prayer. You've done your prayer, you've cried for your child. And as you do, the room that you guys are in, this room that is 10 levels deep, far beneath the earth, begins to glow, begins to light up. From where nobody knows, everybody looks around. Roll me wisdom. Lamisk. You guys watch as from the center of the room emits a light, a pulsing light that is brighter than even the outside world was. Everybody watches as this light kind of engulfs the entire room, and you guys are able to make out Cornell fully. He is kind of blinded in the moment and awestruck at like how his father has cried for him, seeing as his vision of his father is actually terrible. But we'll get to that later. He is blinded, and you guys see the door, like way behind him from the direction in which he came. Osei, roll me wisdom. Lake as well, actually, both of you. Ooh, good roll.
Why is this fuck?
Oh my god. You two can tell behind that door that the individual from Numidia and Magnus are in that direction. But you guys also know that that door leads towards the hall that leads to the Book of Solomon. So, as Lamisk is lamenting over his child, and Cornell starts to finally like get up, you know, his eyes start working again. You two have an option. You two can choose to remain here, or you can choose to continue forward. What will you do?
Um, Osei, since knowing who could be potentially, obviously, in that next room, he'll kind of just like selfishly walk ahead, not really caring about Lake or Lemisk.
Okay. You continue forward. Lake, where would you like to go? Would you like to
Chase
go?
after.
You're
I'm gonna
chasing.
chase after Osei.
Okay. All right, you two continue and run towards the very large door at the end of the room that leads to the hallway as you watch Cornell begin to stand back up in front of Lemisk. You two continue onwards. Going past the door, he didn't really catch you two because he was blinded and he didn't really get to see you two, so you guys kind of made it through no problems. And here you guys run into at the end of the hallway. It's a decently long hallway, but you guys can see him from here. It's decently, like, it's not super well lit up in here, but because you guys opened the door from the other room, you can see because of the light from Lemisk's prayer. And you guys at the end of the hallway see a hooded figure sitting in a chair, leaning against the wall, kind of chilling, kind of waiting. It could be either of them here, so I want you two to roll wisdom for me, and whoever's his highest determines who's in this room and who's in the next room. Okay. Lake.
Um. Fuck, dude. I'm a little spaced out. My bad.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just roll me a little wisdom check to determine who it is at the end of the hallway.
Oh, my bad. I did not realize that that was for me.
Yeah, it's from both of you. Okay, so Osei, at the end of the hallway, you can tell that this hooded figure in this chair leaning against the wall is in fact, both of you can tell this, it is in fact the guy from Numidia. The one that you guys never learned the name of, the one that got along oddly well with Lake. You guys see him leaned back against the wall, sitting in this chair. He's kind of moving back and forth, waiting. And I will roll dex for him. He has pretty good dex, so... Yeah, he looks down the hallway and sees both of you, squints a little bit, stops rocking, and he waves at both of you. What do you guys do?
Osei clenches his fist, and then he responds saying, "It's you again, from Numidia."
Yeah. Or wait, what's his voice? His voice is, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Why?
Why? I mean, we need to get the book. You know why we're here.
Why do you think you're going to get the book?
Well, somebody's already in there right now, and I can't have you two getting past. So he
Is
gets
that
up out of his chair, and he looks down the hallway at both of you. He's kind of low-key aura farming, I'm not gonna lie.
Can we just go in, man?
Lake. You know, if it wasn't a mission, I'd maybe let you guys in just for the hell of it, just because it might be fun. But, this is too important.
Okay. I think I Osei, I think we gotta dog him.
I'm way ahead of you, Sir Sir Lake.
Yeah, you guys, what do you want to do here? As you watch him in front of this locked giant wooden door that leads to the Book of Solomon that stands behind him. You still have
He's
your
aura
overshield
farming?
and key
He's
charge.
aura farming,
He's
you said?
kind of aura farming a little bit, yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of him.
Fuck. Roll dex because it's dark. Roll dex. Roll dex for me. Oh shit. God damn it. Yeah, that's fine. That works. You get the picture of him aura farming in front of the door. Great shot, actually. Yeah, but what do you two do? What do you two do? What are you two up to? Shout out to bro listening to music over there, by the way. I hear
This is
it.
the guy who wouldn't tell me his name.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. I hate this dude.
You hate this guy too? Y'all got along pretty well.
He's fine, but I don't know his name. He was being corny.
It's being corny.
Too Hollywood.
Okay, yeah, valid.
Alright. What do we want to do, Osei?
So Osei looks to Lake, then he says, I'm going to go in and attack him where it hurts. You do what you do best. And then he immediately dashes with key, like a key rush
With
charge.
the key charge, yeah. Yeah. Roll
Yeah.
Agi Wisdom. Roll Agi Wisdom, because you had the key charged up. You came in here preemptively, charged up. So you get the Wisdom added to your Agi here for the dash. Yep, that's fine. You do the, like, Storm 4, like, aura dash to him and appear directly in front of him, Osei. You catch him slightly off guard because he didn't expect you to move that fast. What would you like to do? You have a free action here.
Free action, eh?
Can
Well,
can I in this time start keep charging?
You can key charge, yeah.
free action, right?
Yep.
Let's do a rule through fear.
With the key charge already. His endurance is not that high. Okay. Yeah. Fuck. Roll me. Because you still have the key charge active. Roll me strength wisdom. You could do something hilarious right now. Okay. Whew. You do rule through fear. I'm gonna have him roll endurance, and we are going to see his endurance is very weak. It's his lowest stat, but a lot of his stats are like artificially boosted, other than endurance. He rolls really bad on it. Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah, you attack his mind with roll through fear, forcing him to fall to the ground and kneel to you. He stands directly in front of you on one knee, and he looks back up at you. Very obvious anger in his eyes. And he attempts to get up. I'll have him roll endurance again. If he rolls over a 70, then he will be able to get up. Oh my god. He cannot get up. He is forced to stand there. Osei, what will you do?
I'm gonna try to grab him by the skull and slam him down with Spirit Terminal.
Yeah, as you should. You can, in fact, grab him by the skull and slam him down with Spirit Terminal because he cannot move. He failed the check. You spirit terminal him directly into the ground beneath you. Roll strength for me. I want to see how much this hurts. Okay. I thought you were gonna one tap this nigga. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, so you slam him into the ground, and he's like kind of dazed, and slowly like makes his way back up. As he's getting up, Lake, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna use my key charge to just like get the speed to burst past him into the next room.
The door is locked. The door is like very locked. So you do take note of that. It has like a big old chain lock on it. Like it's one of those.
Okay,
It's
shit.
a very important big door.
Then that's what I was thinking until I noticed the lock. And then what I actually did instead
Yeah.
was just blow his ass to pieces with minutes to midnight.
With minutes to midnight, that is a good point that you bring up. You charge your key and begin to after charging your key, you like get your camera out, you take a picture while he's over there, and you run over there after taking the picture, ripping the picture, and after ripping it, appearing as an after image that deals damage to him as he's getting up. You roll me Agi. This will determine how much this hurts, because that one's more speed oriented. Cinematically. Okay. You knock him back into the door, and he's like finally out of his daze, able to like move and think again. And he looks at both of you, and he sees you like decently far behind Osei, and Osei directly in front of him, who looks very angry. And he begins to smile again as he puts his hand up, and beside his hand a portal opens and a giant tendril appears that tries to slap Osei into the wall. What will you do, Osei?
Slap.
Big old tentacle that's trying to swipe at you and push you into the wall and just slam you into that shit.
Could I attempt to? Can I attempt to conjure the sword and slash through it? The attack.
Roll me Dex. See how fast you react to it. If you react fast enough, then I'll give it to you. No, you cannot. You attempt to summon the sword, and as you go for a swipe at it, you notice that it's far faster than it looked before, and it does in fact hit you and slams you into the wall. Roll me endurance. You have an overshield though, so add plus. I was gonna say add plus 10 to your roll, but we can do that. It's 59. Yeah, you take a decent amount of damage from getting hit by this tentacle into the wall. It breaks your overshield and deals hold on. It deals about 40 of that damn health of yours, that damn stamina. Minus 5
40.
defense. Minus 5 defense.
5 defense.
Yeah. And you get hit into the wall. After he hits you into the wall, Lake, what would you like to do after seeing Osei get hit into the wall? I'll say he has moved from in front of the door to he's like, more towards the side of the door because he had to get in a position to hit Osei.
He's facing away from me.
He is facing away from you, correct? Yeah, you're kind of like to the left. He's not looking at you. I'll say that.
Okay,
You're
I'm
on
gonna
his
try
flank.
and lunge at him and punch him in the gut with my corrupted arm.
That would be a good strat. Roll me Agi Strength type spell.
I do not know my strength off top. Well,
It'd be really funny if you fucking Superman punched him here. Okay. You move towards him. You run towards him and hit him with a punch before he can react. I would have him roll dex, but you are attacking while he's not looking at you, so it's whatever. It is what it is. You pull up on his side and give him a good little clock in the face. And he's starting to realize, like, okay, like, this is maybe he can't handle both of you alone. And so he begins, like, chanting something and conjuring another portal. It seems like a portal for summoning something, rather than just, like, one of his typical portals. So, he begins doing that. I'm gonna roll wisdom for him. His wisdom's fucking giga crazy mode. Yeah, he conjures this portal, and you are like near the door, and Osei is on the wall on the side. You guys are both pretty close to the door. Osei, he is gonna be able to conjure this thing, but what do both of you do while he's conjuring this portal? Because y'all got options.
For me, could I attempt to cast an overshield again and then do another action or just one action?
If you're casting Overshield, I'll let you do another thing.
Okay. Okay. What would you say his emotion state is? If it's like visible?
He is. Roll me wisdom to see how, like, well you can tell that, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. If you had rolled a 100, that'd have been crazy. You can tell that, like, he's kind of, like, angry-ish. He's kind of fed up.
Okay.
So, you know, you can see that he's, like, visibly, like, upset. Maybe not, like, he's not, like, afraid or anything, but he's, like, annoyed.
Okay. I will recite a hymn.
You recite a hymn. Okay. You begin reciting a hymn as he's conjuring up this portal, doing a little chant. And the hymn will hit him after the chant is done. Lake.
Oh, okay.
Lake, what do you do? What's your thing?
Am I still like near him?
Yeah, you're pretty close.
Okay.
You got knocked back a little bit from the punch, but he's, like, probably within 5 meters, yeah.
Can I use my current command grab?
The one that we don't have, like, a proper name for yet?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can attempt to use your like, fear corruption command grab. You roll me strength.
There. That is what it's called.
Oh, you came up with the name? Okay, bet. You you can attempt to command grab him, yeah.
Okay.
Roll me strength mode. Roll me strength mode. I will have him roll strength mode. Or endurance rather. Not strength mode. Have him roll endurance. Because he doesn't contest the grab. Wow. Okay. Yeah, as he gets the chant off, because it's a fast chant, it's not like super fast. As he gets the chant off, he gets hit by the spell from Osei, the recited hymn, taking advantage of how annoyed he is at this point in time. Osei, roll me wisdom, and as that hits him, Lake fucking grabs him. You see his arm turn into the fucked up, corrupted version of himself as he's blown back by this spell from Osei. Lake goes to command grab the guy and throws him into the wall next to him. And as he makes contact with him, he attempts to corrupt the mind of him, and invoke fear in him by doing so. Roll me wisdom. It's really hard because this guy's fucked. So roll me wisdom. It's still a chance, but it's unlikely. I'm gonna give you like 95, really. Like you gotta roll a
Is me?
95. Yeah. Roll me wisdom. Yeah.
Fuck.
It doesn't corrupt him at all. The fear doesn't work, but you do throw him into the wall. And it kind of makes a little dent in the wall. As you do, out from this portal, roll me Dex, Lake, since you're the closest. Out from this portal, you see an arm outstretch and attempt to grab you. You rolled over 95, so you did see it in time, so you can react as this arm attempts to grab you. This looks like the arm of a person.
Can I like kind of dodge it and then grab and pull it out?
You can attempt to do that. This person is really strong though, so roll me strength and we will have a strength contest. I want you to roll strength first though, so that you don't get scared. You rolled your strength, is 32? Okay. Well, this person's strength is higher than that, so yeah. You pull this being out, but you aren't able to do much beyond that. They are caught slightly off guard by your reaction time, but they step out in front of you, and they are like they step out of the portal after being pulled and kind of stumble for a second before getting up and staring directly at you, Lake. Osei. You see the guy from Numidia. You see him start laughing as this being is pulled through the portal. Osei, this being is a fucked up version of Trist. Fucked up, corrupted. Obviously, the body of Trist, but not Trist.
Out of anger and frustration, tension is rising up. You can see Osei visibly more mad than before. He summons, or can he summon a bow? And while he's laughing, attempt to shoot his tongue.
Yeah, you can do that. I'll roll him with disadvantage on his dex, so he'll roll with a -20 to him because he's laughing. Roll me dex. Roll me dex plus 10.
plus 10. Okay.
Yeah. Roll me dex plus 10. Okay.
Oh wow.
That's tough. Yeah, that motherfucker. Oh my god, you're gonna hate this guy. You attempt to shoot at him while he's laughing, and you see another portal open in front of him, and the arrow comes out of a portal that opens near a lake. And roll me Dex Lake. See if you can dodge this arrow as it comes out of the portal, like not above you, but like kind of angled behind you, kind of above you. I'll roll a D100 and just see if it. All right, you do not dodge it. It doesn't do that much damage, but it catches you off guard. It hits you in the back, dealing. What's the okay, so you will take, after factoring in flat defense, like you subtract your flat defense here, but it does 50 with minus flat defense. And it hits you in the back, and catches you off guard. During this instance of you being caught off guard, Trist, very obviously being kind of like a, necromancy, like brought back to life homunculus and not like really Trist, kind of just a servant, grabs Lake while he is like caught off guard by this arrow, and does do something a little bit stupid. I'm gonna roll her strength here to see if she does the damn thing, and if she does, that'd be pretty funny. She does do the damn thing. It had to be over 130. That's actually hilarious. Yes, she grabs Lake and throws him into the wall next to the door. Now, roll me endurance, Lake, but what she did just accidentally do is open a passageway to the next room.
Sure.
That shit hurt. That shit hurt. That shit hurt, brother. You get thrown into the next room and you kind of like roll across the ground, anime style, like you just got punched through like 5 houses type shit. And you roll across, and Magnus is like currently opening the book, and he like looks over at you and sees you rolling through. And he like kind of closes it for a second, and he like kind of scratches his head and looks over at you. And you take we're gonna say 80 minus flat defense.
Gotcha. Youch. It takes 70 damage.
Yeah, that's tough. That shit hurted. And upon you rolling in, Trist looks away from you towards the new nearest opponent, and looks directly at Osei. As she looks at Osei, we cut back to one Mr. Crosswise.
Yeah.
You have been fighting, with Carmilla for a little bit, kind of just back and forth slugging. And it's been a little bit harder than you would like to admit, considering the fact that you are a stronger version of yourself, but she was never weak. And you both clash and knock each other back, start of a Yakuza fight style. And as that happens, you guys like feel the presence of like all these like explosions underneath that are happening from like people fighting and all this like nightmare energy going around. And you can tell that she's starting to get like stronger from that. She's getting stronger from the nightmare magic that's like swirling around. It's causing her to gradually become stronger. Almost as if she's able to siphon it up.
Yeah.
So after you two fall away from each other, she begins like siphoning more. What do you do while she's kind of like powering up a little bit?
Tactically, I would move farther from the corruption because she would be bound to follow me, and it would go away from the siphon source.
Yeah, you can do that. You can attempt to see if she'll follow you up to a higher floor. But you would have to be able to. I mean, you could probably jump the staircase that fell out.
Yeah, well, I could also like use my chain to pull myself up.
Oh yeah. True. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
Yeah, I'd like to, not look entirely like I'm running away, but like rather that I will attack her with the chain while kind of proceeding upward, type thing.
Yeah, you can do that. You can roll agi just for like the pulling yourself up, like bringing her up a floor. Cause she'll follow you. She doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You begin swinging your chain at her, kind of like as if you're trying to attack her, but it's more so to just entice her to continue following you. And she follows you after your chain as you make your way towards the staircase that has fallen out. You instead aim your chain upwards and begin to go up after she thought that she had cornered you. I'll roll agi for her, but she will attempt to jump up behind you, or jump up after you rather. And she struggles a little bit making her way up. Actually, she almost full clears the jump, but she begins to fall a little bit, has to grab onto the ledge to pull herself up behind you as you set yourself up in that room. You can do something while she's attempting to like climb up.
I'd like to go up maybe a little further, and then like almost to coax her, I'd like leave my chain dangling for her to climb up.
She finishes climbing up, and as she does, she watches you go back up another floor, and yeah, she's like visibly angry. She's like definitely a little pissed off. She sees you dangle your chain down, and she is it connected to you?
Yeah, it's wrapped around my legs and my arms.
She is going to attempt to grab the chain and rip you back down and slam you to the ground.
Sure.
Roll me strength in this little tug of war contest. Damn. Wow. Yeah, you managed to hold on and like pull her up a little bit, and she eventually gives up on her idea and just climbs up the rest of the way. As you walk more up towards the now third floor of the basement level. She is not getting stronger though. You are taking note of that. She is not getting stronger like she was before. She seems to be further away from the source of it. As she climbs up, she looks at you very angrily, and she goes, "You can stop running anytime you want, by the way."
I like to admire the sights outside. I gander out the window.
That, that's actually, yeah, that's in character. You're always somewhat of a poet. That does make sense. That does make sense. That's fine. I mean, if you want to take the fight outside, we can. It's just there are a shit ton of monsters out there. They'll get in the way.
Yeah, it would get in the way. Oh well.
God damn it, Crosswise. She begins to rush towards you, kind of angry, kind of like more understanding of the situation. But yeah, she will attempt to run at you, and just throw a nice little punch at you. Roll me dex to see if you react to it.
No problem.
I will have her roll agi, but realistically speaking, yeah, she runs at you and clocks you in the jaw. And no, it actually does decent damage. Roll me endurance. I had to roll her damage before seeing your endurance roll because like it might not even matter if it's low enough. She didn't get to stack her shit because you let her away, so she does deal damage. Yeah. She is going to deal the number's gonna be stupid high because it has to deal actual damage minus your flat defense. So your flat defense is currently 50, so we'll say that she deals 90 minus your flat defense, so take 40 from her hitting you with a nice little mean right instead of head. Yeah, she punches you, and you're surprised that, like, you know, you're somebody who's been relatively unbreakable through your armor thus far, but she actually manages to hurt you a decent amount, even more so than the stab wound from your boy back in Numidia. And she hits you, and you take the hit pretty well, but you're like, wow, okay, all right, this is decently strong. How do you respond to her punch? How do you respond to her hit?
With conversation. Brings back good memories, you know. You've gotten significantly stronger. You've been training over these years.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I'm kind of the warlord of the Chainlands now, so I have to be.
That's great. That's good.
Yeah.
It's good to have good people in the Chainlands.
Let me roll in for her to see if you're actually swaying her. She's like slightly corrupted, so it's not super high, but normally she's decently smart. You are breaking through to her. Roll me dex. Dex more is like a less of a perception thing and more of like an interaction thing. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you're kind of breaking through. You're seeing that like she's not really with them. It's more so just out of convenience. Like you can definitely tell like this is like, to her, this is not a matter of like everything that's at stake. It's just a battle between rivals. You can tell that she probably doesn't mean to kill you.
Yeah.
But she's still fighting it at 100% just because she thinks that you're the one person that's capable of like surviving her at 100.
Yeah.
You say that, and she kind of like steps back for a second, and she is like, "Look, man, I know that you've got shit to do. I know that this is probably something important that I don't really know the full scope of. But I just want to fight somebody who won't die in one hit. Okay?
Yeah.
Crosswise.
I appreciate that sentiment.
Can we, for old time's sake, just have a good duel here?
Yeah, let's do that. How about you know, to warm my brain up a bit, cause you know I'm groggy. Put a little stakes on it.
Stakes? Like what? Like what?
Like I would like it if I could have a reoccurring training partner and somebody who I could trust within the Chainlands.
Okay.
And so, if I win the duel, I'd like you to look around for somebody who's making me weaker for all intents and purposes in the Chainlands. But it's not an all or nothing deal. I'll fight with you whenever you want in exchange. And if you win, you can ask for anything.
You know, I'm fine with those odds either way this goes. Let's go. And she like puts her hands up, and she allows you to make the first attack.
All right. Where up? I would like to sort of like something my character used to do a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to propose a chain match where I wrap the chain around both of our legs so we stay within 10 meters of each other.
Like the part 1, the chain around the neck or whatever. Duel.
Yeah.
Yeah. She lets you do it. That's fine. You can do that for free. She's fine with that.
All right. And then from there, I will attempt, like a cross chop, just a good opener.
You can do a good old cross chop. Let's go fucked up endurance for fucked up endurance. Roll me strength.
Okay.
Because she's also an endurance tank. That's... Wow. That's very even. You do some damage to her, obviously. She takes a little bit of damage from it. You hit her with the cross chop, and she like kind of reels back for a little bit. You feel the like chains move slightly, and then but like she catches herself. She goes, "Okay, yeah, that's a good hit. That's a good hit." And she like lunges forward as she like tries to deliver a punch to your chest.
Yeah, I'll
Like Fang Wei punch.
I'll just meet it.
You'll meet it with your own punch. Roll strength endurance. I will roll strength endurance.
I didn't combine the two.
Yes. Numbers are gonna get a little bit crazy around here. Yeah, so she meets your punch, and you, upon making contact with her fist, are not prepared for necessarily like the power that she has thrown into it, and you move your hand back. It actually hurts your hand a little bit. And as she collides with your fist and you reel back, she attempts to hit you again while you're reeling.
Yep, makes sense to me. Yeah, I'll like try to catch the wrist of the punch. Like, it's fine if it hits me a bit.
Okay.
I'll try to catch the wrist and then like like a spinning drop. I'll like kind of coil myself around her arm and drop down to the
Okay.
ground.
Roll me
Like
dex.
grapple.
Roll me dex.
No problem.
Photo reaction. Yeah, that's fine. Roll me strength. We'll go strength for strength again. With you catching her wrist. This... That's so tough to roll 100 and still get fucking smurfed, dude. Oh my god, you smurf her peak. That's crazy. Yeah, so... She... That's insane. Yeah, you... As she tries to punch you...
So
Yeah,
pretty close.
as you try to punch her, or as she tries to punch you, you grab her wrist, and you are able to, spinning drop her onto the ground as you like kind of put all your force into pulling her with you and then throwing her on the ground. I will have her roll Algae though to see if she's able to get away or not, because she did roll 100.
Yeah.
Roll me strength again. Although it's probably gonna smack the fuck out of that. I was literally just relying on you getting a 1 there to see if she got that or not.
I'd get 92.
Yeah. Well, no, but I was just gonna have that be
No,
like,
yeah,
it's a 1, you get hoed.
Yep.
Yeah, but no, you get her and throw her on the ground, and the chains kind of coil around her legs as she falls, kind of making it harder for her to get up. But after a little bit, she's able to get up. She struggles with it for a little bit though, so you get an extra attack while she's getting up. What do you want to do? An extra action, rather. What do you want to do?
Honestly, a chokehold.
Okay. You will attempt to chokehold her. Roll strength, and I'll have her roll endurance. You do put her in a chokehold. She's able to endure it decently well, but you are definitely overpowering her. She will, as she's like trying to get up with you on like with your arms around her neck, she will attempt to grab you by the back of your head and like pull you over her. And since you're right there, you just roll endurance. Oh my god, she's going to fuck it up and you're going to win. Yeah, she attempts to pull you over but cannot find the strength to do so. As you keep her in this chokehold and she begins to like fall back towards the ground. She is going to attempt to one last time get out with an elbow towards your stomach. I'm going to roll strength. You can. What do you want to do to respond? Since you're right there, you'll be able to notice that it's happening.
Yeah, I keep her on the hold as much as I can, so probably
Okay.
closer to the.
So you're just gonna take her attempting to elbow you.
Yeah.
All right, roll endurance. Yeah, you as if memories from your past of you two holding duels occur. Both of you like kind of get these memories playing in your mind back to you as she falls to the ground from your chokehold, struggling to breathe as you finally let go of her, and she is no longer able to get up as the chains are fully wrapped around her legs, and she calls you the winner of the duel.
All right, I'll Princess carry her out.
She's
towards
so
the-
much bigger than you do.
It's fine.
So
I have
funny.
91.
Your strength is 91. Yeah, it's fine. It's just funny.
But
like
towards
2 feet
any
taller
sort
than
of
you.
balcony, or if we're higher than the ground, if we're not, like just
You
towards
guys,
the window.
you can take her back up towards the like main
Yeah.
floor of the building. I'll allow that. You guys are still technically in basement
yeah.
3, but I'll allow you to take her back up.
Yeah, I just want to go outside. some
Yeah,
air.
you guys can walk can get like a little bit outside. You can like open the door and look outside, but you're not like actually going outside. There's a
Yeah.
bunch of nightmares and shit running around. You
Yeah.
do you are seeing a crazy scene outside though, as this Seraphim being and Deirdre are both struggling to take on the commissioner flying around outside. He is casting magic that you've never seen before.
That's
And
nice.
he is fighting this giant, like, biblically accurate angel appearing being that's like got this corrupted aura around him, kind of similar to the aura you saw on Masamune, or Muramasa rather. And you are watching that unfold as you and her are right there, and she has finally regained like her breath and composure for the most part.
Yeah, I set her down and I sit against the building with her looking at the battle, and I offer snacks, I guess.
Yeah, you guys can. I mean, you guys can raid them their food. Nobody's there, other than
Yeah.
people in the med bay, which is on the next floor up. But
I'll like punch into a cabinet and like break the lock off and like just grab a couple things.
yeah, she looks over at you and she's like, "Are you not gonna try to go down there and help anybody?"
No, they got it. A good knighthood trusts in their
Yeah.
own people. I used to not trust as much as I should have, and trust too much where I shouldn't have. And I've learned that lesson the hard way. So, gotta let my squires become full-fledged knights on their own. Can't take all the glory for myself.
That's understandable. And you guys watch kind of an amazing show as you watch like Mary flying through the air, cutting off heads of demons and nightmares. Fucking Terminus shooting 3-point shots in the air that are exploding into bombs, blowing up flying nightmares. This giant angel fighting the commissioner. You guys are watching like a great anime right now as the rest of the stuff happens below. Down below, we see Lemisk, who, beyond his son who is standing in front of him, he sees down the hallway everything that is occurring. He is seeing this woman standing in front of Osei that he's never seen before. He saw Lake get thrown into the other room. He sees the opening into the other room in which Magnus stands with the Book of Solomon in his hands. And obviously in front of himself, he also sees his son, Cornell. And Cornell looks at you, Lemisk. And he goes, I will roll int to determine how he responds here, actually, because of your performance earlier. Wow, okay. You know, I gotta be honest. I didn't expect you to, have such an emotional reaction to seeing me again.
My son, you are my blood. You are a fusion between me and your mother. Of course. Of course I'll have this reaction when I see you after all this time. You've grown up. Though it's not a path I would wish upon you. My son, I am sorry. I let you down. But know this. When I was in prison for so long, there was not a day, not a minute, not even a moment that I didn't think of you and the rest of your siblings.
Yeah, that's, wow. That's real heartwarming stuff. But, I mean, you know, it is one of your own children that ruined your life, right? Could have been any of us. Could have been me that got you locked up in that prison cell. Why are you so eager to see me again after knowing that I'm working with those you fight against? Knowing that I could have been the one that, caused you to get locked up.
Because we're family. You are my family. Okay? So what we have differences. So we have differences. We fight. That just is what it is. I am your father. So there is no there is no it you know do I feel some type of way? I mean, well, your brother, look, I love him, and honestly, I forgive him.
You forgive him?
I do. However, I still need to talk to him. Still need some stuff we need to discuss.
I've been trying to find that fucker for a long time. I don't know where he's at myself.
I know, my son. Look, what, well, what are you doing? How are you doing?
How am I doing? Well,
What are you
I mean, whether I want it or not, I've been corrupted and given strength. As an experiment.
Who did this to you?
People you're fighting against right now. the ones I have to fight for. Unfortunately, I'm one of the people that's supposed to be here to stop anybody from interfering. I guess, and he turns around and looks, he goes, I didn't realize they would make it past so quick, so I've already kind of failed my job, but
You can try to stop me.
well, that's what I'm attempting to do now. Doesn't really matter how I do it. Doesn't have to be through force. We're having a conversation right now.
Yes.
That's held me up.
I look around. I see a rock. I go get the rock. And I serve the goddess and increase my strength to make the rock into a spherical ball.
Roll strength, but you'll probably be able to do it. Roll strength with the 1.5 times buff. Or 1.2 times, rather. Seraph the goddess is 1.2, not 1.5. 1.5 is like the giga drawback. What is it, prime time? Yeah, roll the 50. Roll the 50. Yeah, you can do that.
I toss it up, and I toss it, and I look at him. I look in his eyes. Well, we have about what 20 years to make up, to catch up. You know, I'm just playing catch with you. Let's just play catch.
I'll roll. You actually managed to get the like him, being thoughtful route. So let's see. Let's roll int. Yeah, he'll say yeah. He'll say yeah. The first one was int to see if he approached you hostilely or not, and then the second one was int to see if he would prioritize his life and the mission over doing things with you. He does not take the smarter option. He does, in fact, he does spend time with you. So yeah, he agrees.
As we were playing catch, I asked him, what does he remember of his mother?
Honestly, what do I remember of her? I have pretty fond memories. Nothing negative really sticks in my mind regarding her. Honestly, even regarding you, not many negative things stem in my mind. Other than, I guess, resentment that formed when I was younger because of the, aforementioned issue, but I found out that it wasn't you, so not much that can be done about that.
Yeah, no. I know, son. Well, how do you feel about your new body?
With the corruption and nightmare stuff, the powers are cool, but I don't know if it's worth it. Feels weird. And, it's not like I really wanted to do it, but,
Well, I share in your pain. I'm corrupted too. My arm.
Yeah, I detected that a little bit from you. I detected that.
Like father, like son.
Yeah, I guess so. I kind of, was a little bit surprised, even, with this whole, philosophy thing you do now. That's not how you used to get down.
Hell yeah. Just sitting down for a while and being separated from you and losing your mother, and honestly, me getting old too, and like all that stuff. I gotta let the next generation do all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, it's just another path that I'm trying to reach, especially since with all this going on. You know, so somebody's got to get to the truth of the matter. You know.
Yeah, even I'm locked away from a lot of what is and what isn't. I probably know slightly more than you, but I can't say that I'd know much more. Again, I didn't even want to do the whole nightmare corruption experiment thing. Found me when I was decently young. I was out there, still hustling. Still doing the whole Kyojin stuff, but, they got me. The real reason behind the collapse of the family actually, wasn't just foresight. Actually had a lot to do with, these so-called dreamers.
The ones you're working for?
Yup.
Okay. Yes. Well, how you feel about that?
Pisses me off. Wish I could do something about it, but they got people here and monsters here, honestly, the likes of which the world probably has never seen. And I'm not an army. So, no point in risking that. They let me live so I can try to track down, my brother. Your son. So that I can, what'd you say, talk with him? Yeah, talk with him.
Yeah, well, what are you doing? What are you doing after this?
Well, considering I failed, depends on how bad we fail here. If your friends over there win, they'll probably throw me away, dispose of me. Failed experiment. And then that fucker over there, and he points to the guy that's laughing, you don't know the name of, that Osei is. The Osei tried to shoot. He goes, and that guy over there is probably going to use my body, like her, as just another vessel for his weird necromantic stuff. He's not a necromancer in the traditional sense, not in the way that scientists in the White Lotus Society knows necromancers. No, he's a true, genuine necromancer, magical shit. Bodies back from the dead, weird chimeric people that he makes by fusing body parts together, the whole 9 yards. So, that's probably what's gonna happen to me after this.
He throws me the ball. I catch it with a loud thud. That just won't do. That just won't do at all. Then I walk up to him and roll endurance.
Yeah, roll endurance. Holy fuck, he's a monster, dude. Yeah. You're good.
Okay. So I'm talking. I pause. I'm talking to God.
Mm.
I'm looking at the chat log. So
Mm-hmm.
he's Cornell's brain is like mind controlled, right?
He's not mind controlled. No. He's not mind controlled. He's just working with them because he's like an experiment for them, and he's like out of safety for himself to keep trying to find his family. Today he's working with them. He's corrupted in the sense of like they have like weird nightmare magic flowing through his body. Like he's like actually corrupted, not mind controlled.
Okay. Well,
So like you've been talking to him as himself the entire time.
Okay, that's good. All right. So unpause. All right. my son, you're coming home with me. I use World of Forms. Well, I seraph the goddess with my other stat. What is it? Wisdom?
Yeah, you can do wisdom.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do wisdom. So this is like a godly World of Forms cast.
Godly
Cast
World
on
of
my-
Forms cast, yeah. I'll have you roll a miracle roll in it as well. So go ahead and roll me a raw D100.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, and then roll the wisdom thing. Watch the wisdom cast be a fucking miracle roll though. Okay, imagine though. Yeah. So you get the wisdom cast with the World of Forms.
And I'm beaming the day he was born, and the joy I felt when I got to hold him the first time, and me and his mother, we were, and all the family, we just came together, a nice warm family, and beaming happy moments into his head. And I tell my son, I got the camera here, we got the camera rolling.
Yeah, the camera's
right?
been rolling, yeah. Camera sees
Okay.
everything from what's been happening with you and Cornell to down the hallway to all that.
And I start breaking down, and I tell my and I say, son, you coming home with me. Daddy couldn't protect you then, but I'ma sure as hell try now. You don't gotta worry about a thing. You coming home, okay? Okay, my son.
He pauses for a moment and he like looks at you and he puts his head in his hands and you see tears start streaming from his face, but he kind of like wipes them away for a second. And he like looks back up at you and he goes, how confident are you in those two over there succeeding?
I look my son dead in the eye. They are our family. We will succeed.
He looks
It's just
back
like
at them and he looks back at you. He goes, when they succeed, I'll leave with you guys. But they have a tracker on me. They'll know where you guys are at all times.
it's okay, son. Even if it, even if I have to depart, I'm not going to abandon you. Not again. We'll do something about that tracker. I'll find some way to help you. That's what a father is there for. I'm going to be there for you, son.
Okay. Then let's watch. And he sits down on the ground and begins watching what is happening down the hallway.
I send a silent prayer to my nephews down the hall.
You can roll me wisdom, which is still getting the seraph effect. I'll even let this be a miracle roll. Okay. Alright. You guys get... That's still a pretty solid roll, actually. Yes. So, Lake and Osei, you two will be getting... Well, it'll refill Osei's stamina to full because he didn't take that much damage. Lake, you will receive 50 stamina. On
Huge.
top of that, both of you will be getting... you know what? Fuck it. I'll give both of you the modifier that he has for the moment. Because it's hype. So you both will get a 1.2 strength and wisdom buff multiplier. And Osei. You are staring at Trist as this man laughs at you. And you staring directly at Trist and feeling the anger of the guy over there. A strange power begins to invoke around you because you have not invoked it yet. You are a witch, a telepath, a spirit telepath. You have a scarf, your direct connection to the dead. Your scarf is a special scarf that you received from the very woman that you are looking at. It is not just any scarf, it is a scarf that holds memories of the dead. It is woven with a special fabric that has runes on it with an unknown science that it gives it a direct connection to the spirit world. Osei's anger erupts and everybody watches as this scarf, this blue scarf of his, begins glowing, emanating a very radiant light. And his ki condenses into a white and orange aura around himself, as his anger fills the entirety of this building, let alone this hallway. Lemisk and Cornell are almost blown away by the power presented by his resonance as a witch. Lake, upon getting back up, almost gets thrown back again from what he's doing. Magnus drops the book as
I'm thinking, man, if this guy has this much power, just think what my nephew Osei has. Sheesh.
so Osei, you activate the resonance of the earth. As you enter this empowered state, you get flashes, not only memories of your time with Trist, but the spirits of those who you guys met on your journey, both living and dead. Your direct connections to those spirits. All of the chains that you have formed with people that you consider close to yourself, both new and old. Including the tether with Trist that now becomes visible to you, although it disappears immediately afterwards. You can tell that that body, despite being hers, no longer bears her soul. Because her soul resides within that scarf that you have now. Osei, upon activating the resonance of the earth, it is as if the spirit of the earth itself is speaking to you. It is as if the spirits of those around you, the spirits of those who put trust in you, faith in you, are giving you power. The guy with the unknown name stops laughing. And he looks over at you as you activate your witch's resonance. It seems they had gotten one piece of information wrong. He thought the entire time that you were a necromancer. A science necromancer, not a magical necromancer like him. He thought you were a necromancer. No. You're a telepath, a witch. That means you actually hold power that he could be scared of. Upon realizing this, he attempts to get up and attempts to cast another portal, like when he was summoning Trist. And then he orders Trist to attack you. She begins to run at you. What do you do, Osei?
Osei takes the scarf, almost kind of looking hopeful as he smirks or puts up a smile, and then he goes back to his serious look and he wraps the scarf around his arm as like a new leaf has changed in him. Um, and then he casts Rule Through Fear.
Roll me strength plus wisdom.
Okay.
Oh, add plus 20 to that as well, because you're using spirit energy as well.
Okay.
124
Oh
on a
my
14 is crazy.
god.
That's crazy. Oh yeah, because you got the fucking 1.2 from Lemisk.
Yep.
So you cast Rule Through Fear. I'm gonna see if this guy can do anything at all. He rolled low.
Oh wow.
It doesn't affect Trist because she does not technically have a mind to manipulate. Obviously, because she's like this, just this necromancy brought back to life body. So it does not. It blows her back, but it does not like affect her mentally. This guy gets scared. You can tell through your ability to read emotion that he feels fear. He also is unable to stand again. He is kneeling. I will have him roll to see if he can get up. 70 or higher. He is able to get up, but he's frantic and panicking. You stopped him in the middle of his chant. Trist runs at you as you keep walking forward, and she attempts to grab you by the neck. What do you do?
Okay. Before this happens, he kind of mutters under his breath, "I'm sorry, Trist." And then he attempts to grab her wrists
Hmm.
and get a hold, like a lock on her.
Roll me dexterity to see if you react.
It's about to be bad.
No, you're good. You're fine. Yeah, you react in time. Now roll me strength.
Strength.
Roll me strength. I will roll endurance for her. The body is tanky, so endurance is decently high. You grab her wrist and are able to like pull her towards yourself and get her in a grab yourself.
Okay.
Upon
And
grabbing
this was
her, your scarf begins glowing even more. Almost as if crying for help or not necessarily help, but kind of telling you like you get the inclination that it would be better. You don't have to feel bad for hurting this body. It's kind of making a mockery of like who she was when she was alive.
Hmm.
You also like you're communing with the spirits as this happens. So the dead within this area themselves are telling you that this whole necromancy guy and everything that he does is like it is an affront to life. Like this guy is like the earth itself wants him dead.
Oh wow. Um. Okay. Yeah. So with the grab,
Mm-hmm.
how should I do this? Okay. This is a so this is I guess the body that's is this actually like Trist's
It's
dead body,
Trist's
or is
dead
this-
body. You can tell it's corrupted, like they did experiments afterwards to make her stronger, but it's fully Trist's body. She's not like a chimera or like pieces are taken away or anything. Like it's actual Trist. It's like actually her body. You've seen her before.
Okay. If it was, I guess I'm wondering, since I didn't cast Overshield, let's say if I did now and I applied elemental effects, would that still work, or
I would
that's
it would in you did cast Overshield when you got back up from the getting hit by the tentacle, I'm pretty sure. So you should still have
okay?
it. So you can apply elemental effect. And if not, then fuck it, whatever, it makes the moment better. So yeah, you can apply the elemental effect. Go for it.
Okay. So almost holding her down, this grab, he'll attempt to use a fire into elemental effect and then see if she'll, like, her body will actually burn.
While you're holding on to her?
Yeah.
I mean, roll wisdom. That shit's gonna burn, brother. That shit's gonna burn. You'll set on fire, but that shit's gonna burn. I know you don't give a damn about setting on fire. You've done it before.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit'll burn. That shit will burn, brother. She will set ablaze, as will you because you're holding on to her, but you guys will set on fire.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, everybody watches as Osei and Trist erupt into flames while he's grabbing her. And this unnamed figure begins chanting to cast his portal again. It seems now that you are realizing that this portal he's trying to cast is for him to escape, like he did last time when you were in Numidia. And everybody watches as these giant flames intertwine with the orange aura emanating from Osei and his scarf. And it's almost as if like an explosion of his anger itself. As this guy is like struggling to get the concentration to cast his spell, but I'm gonna have him roll to see if he can. He can't. It just has to be over 100, dude. He's like struggling, like he's unable to like get the incantation out. He's like panicking. He now realizes like there's a very real like possibility of death here, and it's no longer a game to him, as life usually is. What do you want to do while you and her are on fire? She is still in your arms currently.
Okay. So she's not. Okay. So she's still like able to move. She's not
Yes. Yeah.
like. Okay.
She is, but she is on fire, so like, you know. And he has to give her orders for her to do anything complex. She can only like act in self-defense currently.
Okay. All right. So I will guess let go so I can conjure. Well, I guess is the fire like damaging my stamina?
Yes.
Okay.
It will damage your stamina on the next action you do.
Okay. So I'll let go and then attempt to conjure my sword and stab right through her. Yeah, and
You
yeah.
let go of her and try to stab her. I will have her react with Agi. So roll me Dex if you can read her dodging or not
Okay.
with the stab. You cannot. She dodges your attempt to stab and like kind of walks back towards this unnamed figure that is her current master, as she's on fire and does not know what to do. And you see him like kind of create this like portal around her that's like kind of it reminds you of the portal from Numidia that he walked through and got like the symbiotic stuff that made him like regain health. And he starts summoning that portal in front of her. You're probably about 20 meters away. What do you want to do?
Okay. So let me go ahead and I'm assuming my key charge is not up.
No.
Okay, let me go ahead and pop that again.
You can key charge. As you're key charging, this portal takes effect and she walks through it. And she now has like her body becomes more like fucked up, I guess. She's like still on fire, but she's now this like being that is more of a like weird amalgamation of Trist's body than Trist. She still has the same face, but you now see that she has like this writhing mass of like teeth, tentacle, and bone underneath her skin as she walks through this portal and gets access to like her powers and stuff. And he begins to laugh again as she's like actually at her full power, and he begins to like float into the air and cast another spell to open a portal for himself.
Okay. Okay. So Osei will
You did key
then,
charge though. The key charge did go through.
yeah, Osei will then attempt to conjure his bow, and you said she went through the portal,
Then now she's like a
got her
weird
full
fucked up creature.
creature.
And
Okay.
then Brody that was laughing is in the air and he's trying to summon another portal for himself to escape.
Okay. Then I'll attempt to do I believe we did it before, where I was able to do like a multi-hit, like
With your sword, yeah.
with the bow.
With the bow, no. Your bow cannot multi-hit.
I can't do 2 shots, or it's just okay, only one. Okay.
I mean, you can shoot an arrow at both of them. They're far enough away to where I can allow that, but it's just your bow doesn't naturally multi-hit. It's your one-handed sword that does. But you can fire at both of them currently, yeah. You're far enough away. So if you want to do that, you can currently.
Okay. Let me just aim at him,
Uh-huh.
attempting to shoot him again.
He will be rolling with the minus on his dex. I want you to roll wisdom and dex. Oh fuck. He's not
Wisdom
gonna
and
be able to
dex.
react to that. Yeah, wisdom and dex. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, as he floats in the air laughing, thinking that like yeah, he can leave because he's finally succeeded and you're gonna get eaten by this monster, whatever. He doesn't have to care anymore and he's still kinda scared. He begins summoning this portal again so that he can leave, but as he does, you shoot an arrow that lands and hits him in the shoulder, preventing him from like finishing the incantation, and he falls out of the air. He falls out of the air like a decent bit behind the monster that Triss turned into. He's probably about 25-ish meters away from you, and she's probably about 20 meters away. And he is now on the ground, like, writhing in pain after getting shot by the arrow. I will roll endurance for him to see how bad the damage was. Okay. It hurt him pretty bad just because you actually landed the shot and caught him off guard, but he's not like going to die from it or anything. He's not like super struggling, but he's like dealing with it on the ground. What do you do? I'll let you, attempt to do something here, with this monster 20 meters away and him behind the monster. What do you do after he crashes onto the ground?
Okay. Let's see. Okay. I will attempt to, with the key, dash up to them
Yeah,
and
you can do that. Dash to the monster or to the guy?
to the monster,
Okay.
and then with my sword still in hand, do a two-handed strike.
Oh, I forgot to tell you that you took 30 stamina for the fire when you shot the arrow, and so this will also do 30 for fire
Okay,
because you're on fire.
30 again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
you're going to attempt to slash at the monster.
Yep,
Two-handed or one-handed?
two-handed.
Okay, so you roll me strength. This monster is unmissable. And it's not fast enough to dodge, so it just has enhanced endurance now. Go ahead and roll me strength. You dash forward and summon this giant great sword behind yourself as you dash towards them. And as you meet with the monster, you attempt to cut through it diagonally with this great sword, sending the monster back a little bit and kind of bumping into the guy on the ground back there who has just gotten back up. The slash doesn't do crazy damage, but it does like go through a little bit and cause the monster to kind of like reel for a second, giving you an opening for another attack. Now that the monster is reeling and the other guy is standing back up.
Okay. I'm assuming the fire on me is large enough where you can't just throw anything at it to get rid of it.
The fire is decently large. You could get rid of it reasonably still, but if it keeps going, it will get larger. And if you come into like physical contact with the monster again, which is also still on fire, then it'll become too large to do anything about.
Okay. I was gonna
But
say I have
also
3 water
because
bottles.
you do have 3 water bottles. I mean, if you want to use them, that would work.
Oh, it would?
Yeah,
Okay.
that would actually, it would work. You have the water bottles from the desert, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay, so I'll attempt to just just all the water bottles I have, just drench myself with it.
You can do that. It'll take up your response here, but you can do that. The monster bumped into the guy, so he also is set on fire a little bit. So I'm gonna roll endurance to see how big the fire spreads to him. Not that far. It like gets on like part of his cloak, but he's able to like pat it down kinda, and he's fine. He watches you kind of put the water on yourself, and he opens a portal from behind the monster and shoots out like a corrupted like beam from the portal as the monster also attempts to attack you with one of its tendrils. So what do you
Okay.
do?
Um so I can only dodge, like let's say I wanted to do a dodge, I can't do a dodge and then an counter. That's
You
not
can. You
that's
just
only
have to
two.
roll some shit for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I would let you do that. You
Um
just got to roll shit for it.
okay. Yeah, so I wanted to dodge but I guess I was wondering, have Osei has he seen this type of monster before, or is it just like
No, this is like
a
some
new
weird
creation?
necromancy chimera using like nightmare stuff in Trist's body. So this
Okay.
is like unique. The problem with this guy is he's a nightmare necromancer, so he forms nightmare body parts with real body parts of like dead people and creates like new monsters that are like completely unique.
Okay.
Interesting. And I wanted to know, this is just my last question. What are all the elemental effects? I just wanted to make sure that
That you would have access to?
yeah.
You would have access to the typical ones, so like fire, water, earth, air. You have access to lightning. You have access to what else is it? You have access to light. You have access to dark. And you have access to like, it's basically called like kinetic. It's like force. So like you'd be able to do like slight, very small like gravity stuff. That's everything that you'd have access to. The
Okay.
elemental stuff.
Um, I guess since the conjuration weapons are like made out of the spirits,
Yeah.
it's not like a physical thing, so you wouldn't be able to really like. Because I was wondering if you would be able to throw it, or if you had like an
You can
elemental
here
effect,
because
as you
you're
do.
using your resonance. You're using resonance of the earth right now, so you can empower your spirit weapons using the spirits of the area that you're currently in.
Okay.
So your weapons are a lot more powerful right now.
Okay.
That's why the bow shot brought him like out of the air, fucking careening to the earth like a crashing plane.
I see. Okay. So, okay, so I'll attempt to dodge and then counter by empowering the sword and fire and throw it at the dude's chest.
Okay. So you're dodging the beam that he's shooting or the attack from the monster?
The attack from the monster.
Okay, roll me an agi. Because this is a slow attack, so you can see it coming. It's just a matter of can you actually dodge it. You cannot dodge it, and you willingly took the attack from the beam. So roll me endurance. Yeah, roll me endurance. Oh wow, you tanked the fuck out of that. Yeah, so you get hit by both of them. Roll me agi again, because if you roll really good on an agi here, then I'll allow the hit from the monster to hit you, but not like push you back too much. So you can still get your counterattack off. We will roll the strength of the monster, which is very high, but it's doable. No. So you get hit by the monster and the beam. You still have the one-handed sword with the fire on it in your hand, but both of those things hit you and like blow you back a decent amount into the other side of the wall. And you will take, for the beam plus you will take 90 minus flat defense for that.
Okay.
And you will get blown into the other side of the wall. The guy is orders the monster to consume you. He is ordering the monster to try to go to you and eat you to add on to the monster's own power. It's like an infinitely growing thing. And he begins summoning another portal for himself so he can finally leave. What will you do? You're probably about 40 meters away. This is a somewhat narrow hallway. So you're 40 meters away on the other side of the hall.
Okay. Okay. So I'm 40 meters away. The monster is about to charge attack from the summon. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna dash towards the monster.
You'll dash towards the monster. Roll Agi. See how fast you get there, if you can catch it off guard or not.
Boom. Oops. Yikes.
You attempt to run towards this monster as it walks towards you, walks. It kind of like just glides across the ground towards you. And attempts to grab you and pull you into itself. You were not fast enough for it to not catch you, so go ahead and roll strength for me. You cannot escape its grasp. It attempts to pull you into itself, and upon grabbing you, attempts to siphon some shit from you. Your mental specifically. But I want you to roll a wisdom check for me for purification, since it's a purely corrupted being. And that is what your character does, is purify. Your wisdom versus its wisdom, which is very, very low. Oh, wait, it literally just, yeah, I can't. Yeah, you, as it grabs you and attempts to pull you towards itself, you take 30 mental. But as it pulls you into itself, your purifying chains begin to take effect, or your purifying tethers, rather. And the monster immediately drops you, realizing that you are not consumable because of your purification. And it gets very angry and attempts to attack you again. The guy in the back is close to finishing the incantation for the portal, and he's one away. He's one thing away. Like, basically, one action away from being able to do it.
Okay. Could I do another roll through fear to keep him at bay?
The monster?
The guy.
The guy? From your range? It would take a decently high roll, but you could try roll me strength plus wisdom. If that's what you want to do. If you could get him back on the ground and away from opening a portal, then that'd be ideal. That's a decently high roll. Yeah, you roll strength plus wisdom. You do roll through fear once more to him, attacking his mental. I will roll endurance. 1 for the, you know how this goes. That shit brings him down. He's gonna be trying to get up with disadvantage. He can't get up. You not only bring him on his knees, he falls to the ground, unable to like mentally even bring himself to be able to stand. You can feel his fear has gotten even grander than it once was before, kind of consuming him at this point. He is terrified of you. The acknowledgement of his fear towards you causes his monster to actually begin to fall back a little bit because it senses its master's danger and chooses to defend its master instead. He is on the ground, trying his hardest to get up, and he cannot. Osei, what do you do while the monster is heading back and this guy's on the ground?
Okay. And so when we did that agi check for also to get close up
Mm-hmm.
to the monster, I don't know if you said if he was there
No,
or
the monster
not.
caught up to him and rushed him. So instead of you moving in, it moved towards you. So you're still like 30 meters away. You moved like a little bit.
Okay. Because I was wanting to see if I can like run up behind its back and then attempt to stab it wherever I feel like.
I mean, it's walking away from you, so you can. It's like 10. The monster is like 10 meters away, walking away. So you can attempt to do that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'll say we'll attempt to stab it if it has like a more of a humanoid form of where it kind of like you can see
It's
a neck or
it's
like I don't know
like
how it looks.
yeah, it's kind of in a humanoid form. It is like a mass of tentacles, teeth, and bone, but it is kind of humanoid-esque in that it takes the figure of a human and still has Trist's head. So you can see where a quote-unquote neck would be because it has Trist's head.
Okay. Yeah. So he'll attempt to just run up on the back and stab near the neck.
Roll strength to see if you can make it through its tough exterior with the stab, but everything else goes through.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, you. That's crazy. You roll everything to save yourself, right, and then everything to deal damage wrong. You run up behind it and place your arm around its quote unquote neck, and your other hand has a blade in it. You stick into its neck, and it cuts through a little bit, but it gets kind of clamped down on by teeth that are forming there inside of its body. And the head 180 snaps to you as you attack it, and the rest of its body follows suit as it grabs you again, but this time with the intention of throwing you far away from its master. Roll strength for me.
Okay. Oops. Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Let me do that again.
I'll let you reroll.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's. Oh wait, whoops. I mean that its base strength is higher than that, so it is going to roll me endurance. Roll me endurance here. Yeah, it throws you back a decent amount as the guy attempts to get up again. You're just thrown far away. It doesn't deal that much damage to you, but this guy's gonna attempt to get up again. And he still can't. He's still on the ground, like losing his shit, and the monster now sets itself in front of him. He is panicking on the ground, and you can feel like his emotional state is somewhat tied to the monster now as well. You're probably like, you got thrown deeper down the hallway, more towards where Lemisk and Cornell are watching from.
Okay.
So you're probably like 50-ish away. But the monster was stupid and did throw you at an angle where you do have line of sight of the guy.
Okay.
Unlike
Well,
before.
with my yeah, so I guess yeah, then I will conjure a bow and see if I can hit a headshot.
Roll me a wisdom dex. He's not going to be able to react, so this is entirely on whether you roll a good roll or not. Damn, dude. You, the spirits of the dead that wander here begin forming in your hands as you form a bow out of them. And an arrow with the will of thousands begins to form as you take a shot. You shoot, and as you're trying to hit him, the monster gets in the way of it. The monster is destroyed by this arrow carrying the will of these thousands of spirits. And you watch as it is engulfed in a light and then dissipates, causing the monster to not only die, but be vaporized, completely purified in the process. The guy on the ground behind where it was will attempt to get up again now that he realizes that you are an unstoppable force to him. He cannot get up. So, what do you do?
Um okay. Osei then kind of starts to chuckle and then almost menacingly he looks directly into the guy's eyes and slowly walks towards him as he summons his sword and yeah, just attempts to walk to him.
He's aura farming. You're aura farming him. He still can't get up, dude. You're aura farming him and he can't get up. You're aura farming him and he can't get up, dude. He's trying to get away from you, but he just starts walking back towards the wall and like placing his back against the wall. Points the camera. Roll dex. If you roll a crazy roll, I'll let you get it in the middle of the fight with Magnus. You're aura farming him and walking towards him. He's backing away, but finds himself in front of the door towards the other room that is locked. And he cannot get up. What do you do? You're probably about 20 meters away. You will get one more attempt to get up, if you are fine with that.
Okay. Osei will then what's the so if I guess I'm in throwing distance, I can throw something.
Yeah, you're in darn different distance
Okay.
for sure.
He stops and then he turns his sword into fire with one of his elemental effects.
Yeah.
And then he kind of just like throws the sword at him like a javelin.
You roll dex for me. Watch this be the fucking roll. I'm sick to my stomach. You just aura farmed him. I'm sick to my stomach. You just aura farmed him while Lemisk has the cameras on. I'm sick to my stomach. Yeah, you throw the sword and it impales him through his chest as his body sets on fire. He's still alive, staring at you. He attempts to get up frantically. Even if he gets up, though, I mean, he just barely is able to get up. He barely gets to his legs. And as he looks up, he sees you standing directly in front of him. His body set on fire and a giant slash wound in his chest. He stares you in the eyes as you look down upon him. What do you do?
Still with this menacing look, he then tells him, as he gears to stab him through the chest, "Filth like you don't deserve any last words." And then he just shoves the sword.
Shove the sword through the same spot that you threw the other one in.
Yeah.
He's injured. I'll roll endurance on the fact that if he hits a 100, he can maybe stay alive for like a second, but no. That nigga's cooked. He dies immediately. As you impale him into the door that he was trapped against, and your sword disappears from inside his body and he slumps to the ground. While this fight was happening, Lake, you have been fighting Magnus this entire time. We'll go back a little bit though, so we can get the full scope of the picture. So, as the situation from earlier occurred, when he awakened his resonance after you had gotten thrown in the room, Magnus dropped the book. The book is closer to him than it is to you, but the Book of Solomon is on the ground. And Magnus is like attempting to pick it back up. What do you do now that you're like finally back standing and seeing Osei like do his whole transformation in the other room?
Through fear.
You roll through fear as well?
Yeah.
You roll me strength wisdom for roll through fear on Magnus, on Magnesimus. He does have higher endurance these days. That'd been crazy though. You do roll through fear. It does stop him in his tracks. So he doesn't immediately go to pick up the book, but it does not bring him down, nor does it do any direct damage. Instead of going to pick it up, he looks at you, and you can tell that there has been a shift in his eyes. He looks different. He no longer looks, it's like as if the human qualities that he did once have are no longer there. And he immediately, you watch as his eyes change, and he instantaneously starts using his nightmare magic. No like preemptive warm up like the last two times. No attempting to actually fight. He just instantly activates his nightmare magic, and he will attempt to use it on you. He will attempt to do what he did the first time you guys fought and like slam you into the wall using his gravity stuff. What do you do?
Is there any way that I can dodge his like gravity effects, or is that just he hits me from anywhere?
You have nightmare magic yourself, so you can sense when it's going to happen and attempt to dodge it or counter it or whatever. Like, it is possible for you to do stuff like that. You and Osei would be the only people in the party that can do that.
Can I maybe try and blind him with focus flare?
If you're fine with getting hit, you can trade.
Okay. Yeah, then I will do that.
Okay. You go ahead and roll endurance. He'll get blinded though. Like the blind will go off. But as he moves his hand up and his eyes change color to activate his nightmare magic, he moves his arm to the side to slap you into the wall with gravity. And as you see him lift his hand up, you pull out your camera and shoot a photo with the full flash on, casting focus flare. And you get thrown into the wall and take a decent amount of damage. 60 minus flat defense. Or my bad, 40 minus flat defense. And you blind him as he throws you into the wall. He is blinded. Roll Agi for me to see how fast you get up. If you get up fast, then you get to act before he can do anything because he's still blinded. That's decent enough. It doesn't take much. Yeah, you get up pretty fast and you are able to make a move while he is blinded.
I'm just gonna try and close the gap and kind of try and get the upper hand and Shutter Strike him.
Okay, roll Agi for me. See if you're able to get up there fast. You were able to get up there fast to him, right next to him in the book on the ground, and you jump in the air and bring Shutter Strike down on him. Go ahead and roll strength for the Shutter Strike. Holy. You hit him over the head with the Shutter Strike, and as you do, he like falls back onto the pedestal in which the book was kept and like trips over, falling on the ground. And you catch him off guard with the like pure strength of it, as that is not the characteristic he has come to know you for, is your strength. But unfortunately for him, you have a strength buff from Lumisk. And so he falls back, and he is on the ground behind this pedestal. He's pretty close to you, but you like gotta jump off the pedestal to hit him.
Shit, yeah, I haven't been rolling with my buffs. Yeah, I
Damn.
did this shit last time too.
Yeah, strength wisdom. You got strength wisdom.
Okay. My bad. What am I doing now?
You choose what you do. He's on the ground beneath the pedestal. So you choose what
Okay,
you do.
cool.
The book is on the ground next to where you were standing.
I'm gonna kick the book behind me if I can. I just want to like get it further from him and like with me between him and the book.
Yes. Yeah. You can do that. That's fine.
I
As
imagine it's not gonna really do much right now because he probably already read it. He looked like he lost his mind.
he did not finish reading it, but he has read some of it. Yes. It gets up, and as he gets up, and you kick the book away, he rushes towards you and attempts to just straight up clock your shit. He's attempting to straight up just clock you right in the middle of your shit, right in your nose.
I'm gonna dodge out of the way. I'm
Mm,
gonna try and like get out of the way. I want to sideswipe kind of
okay.
as he's passing, and then roll through fear like through him.
Okay, roll dex for the reaction to dodge.
Sure.
Should be easy for you, because you have a bunch of it. Yup. Oh my god. Yeah, you react fast as shit. It's almost like you reacted before he even made his move. And that motherfucker, he kind of misses the punch and is regaining himself as he looks at you when you're passing him, and you punch him in the stomach on the side. Go ahead and roll strength. Oh, you're not passing that, bud. Yeah, you punch him in the stomach on the side as he attempts to regain himself, and it doesn't do much to him, and he turns to you immediately as you cast Roll Through Fear. If you'd have hit him before, he'd have been weakened for the Roll Through Fear check, but he's gonna have full endurance for it. So go ahead and roll Strength plus Wisdom, which are both buff stats for you. So. Oh wow, you might actually beat that.
Wisdom.
Yeah, Strength plus
Okay,
Wisdom.
this will be fun.
40 plus 48, or 41 plus 48.
Okay, I do round. Cool.
Yo. Oh my god. Yeah, you rule through fear him as he stares you in the eye, and then he kneels directly in front of you. You see a, like, anger emanating from him that is uncharacteristic of himself. It is not playful anger. It is, like, pure murderous anger. This is, like, it almost feels like this isn't even the same nigga anymore. You are looking at him as he's kneeling on the ground in front of you, and you have you have the ability to do an action because you roll through fear him. He's on the ground.
I am gonna. I'm gonna use Magnus effect.
So Magnus effect, your new spell. Would you mind telling everybody what the description of that spell is, like as written?
Oh, like my description
Yeah.
for it? It says I am George St. Pierre.
Okay. So yeah, Magnus effect. You kind of plant your feet on the ground, and you look at him as you jump in the air in front of him, and channel all of your energy into launching this like kick using nightmare magic directly into his head. You do this spinning roundhouse that hits him in the skull as he's kneeling in front of you, and it blasts him back. Roll Strength plus Wisdom. Yeah, you blast him back and create a crater in the wall of the room.
I didn't.
Oh,
Wait.
wait.
What was my last one?
Oh, that was your last one. Okay, go ahead. I mean, you're gonna roll really well here. Yep. I had faith in you. See, I just knew. See, I just knew. Yeah, you leave a crater in the wall, and it like catches him off guard. This is new power that he did not expect out of you. He is very impressed. You kicked him somewhat closer to the book, but you would still be able to get to it first if he went for it. But he is like kind of dazed inside of this crater. I will roll to see if he gets up. If he gets over an 80, he gets up. Holy fuck. Yeah, so he is dazed in this crater and is like struggling to get up for a second because of how off guard he was caught by what Lake did. He is on the other side of the room, which it's a decently large room. He's probably about 40-ish meters away from you. What do you do, Lake?
I want to close the gap. I'm gonna take a picture of him as I'm closing the gap.
The gap closing will be a free action, but you gotta roll dex for the picture.
Yeah, I want to use that for minutes to midnight if I get it.
Okay.
The actual like photo off.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm rolling dex for this.
Yeah, roll dex. Yeah, you can get the picture as you're running forward. Yeah, you catch up with him, and he gets up out of the crater as you get there, surprised to see how fast you were able to catch him upon him getting up. And he is going to attempt to blast you back with his nightmare magic. his gravity from directly in front of himself. What do you do in response? Well, actually, roll Dex to see if you are able to react fast enough in the first place. You are not able to react fast enough in the first place. And you get blasted back into the wall on the other side of the room, doing much of the same as you just did to him. Roll endurance for me.
Ooh,
You
yeah.
get hit into the wall, but instead of cratering it, you actually manage to like hit the wall. You kind of brace yourself, and you're able to, stand back up with not ease, but you don't get cratered and knocked down and dazed and everything like what happened to him. And you guys are both staring at each other from across the room, about equidistance from the book. And instead of going for you, he starts rushing towards the book. I will have him roll agility. That is him attempting to reach the book. What do you want to do to try to stop him? Do you want to stop him? Do you want to try to get to the book first? What do you want to do here? Do you want to try to attack him from where you're at? Like, what's your...
Did I tear the photo for Minutes to Midnight yet?
Well, you didn't get to do Minutes to Midnight because you got hit.
But I have the photo, right?
You do have the photo. Yeah. You got the photo.
So can I use Minutes to Midnight with the photo?
He is... How far away is he? Yep, you can do that.
Then just sprint at the book.
Yeah, you can do that. Roll agi for me to see if you are to see how fast or how much damage the Minutes to Midnight does. I'll have him roll endurance. Oh my god. Oh wow. Yeah, wow, you're going in on this nigga actually. Yeah, you rip up the picture that you took earlier from the crater, and the afterimage of you that is created from ripping the picture, kind of punches him away from the does like a nice little 3-piece that takes him away from the book in the direction that he's running. You punch him and then you kick him to the wall, and as you kick him into the wall, he kind of almost gets thrown into the other room that Osei is currently fighting in, or finishing his fight in, rather. And he, like, falls over a little bit, but he's able to, regain himself and stay standing. And he watches as you make it to the book before him. Roll agi, just to make sure, but should be pretty given. Yeah, I'll roll agi for him, but he's starting with disadvantage, so I'm going to do it like this instead. He actually does catch up with you getting to the book, and so both of you meet right where the book is.
Right. So we're head to head at the book.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I just try and punch him? Just swing on him?
You can just swing on him. Yeah, you can swing on him. Roll strength, and he's gonna roll agi and attempt to dodge it. Oh well, his agi is higher than... Yeah. He dodges your punch that you throw at him, and he attempts to clock you back instead. So what do you do in response?
I'm gonna try and grab him. I'm just gonna try and like bear hug him.
Word. Yeah, you can Fuck it, I'll just look at the sheet instead. Okay. Yeah, you can attempt to counter grab him if he. You can attempt to do that. Roll. Holy shit! Roll agi.
Agi.
Oh damn. Yeah, he manages to hit you. You just aren't fast enough, but you do manage to like slightly get a hand on him as he punches you away. So you kind of push him a little bit from the book, and he roll endurance to see how far back you get punched. This will determine a thing that could happen right now. You get thrown into the wall, not and cratered like you did with him. You get thrown into the wall, you get cratered, and you're kind of out of it a little bit. And he, oh my god, he starts running back towards the book. He is at the book, and I want you to roll agi minus 20 like he did when he got up to see if you can make it to the book. Get up fast enough to make it to the book as he's there. You do. You get up fast enough and run over to him to meet him at the book, and he picks it up, but you're face to face with him again.
Okay. I'm gonna try and use Dreadlash.
You will try to use Dreadlash, your command grab. You can grab him and attempt to invoke your corruption fear, your nightmare magic fear into him. And he has experienced this before, so he's going to be a little bit resilient to it, but go ahead and roll me strength plus wisdom. Maybe you got a crazy roll here for me. That's a pretty good roll. I'll have him roll endurance. Because he could, in theory, still beat that with his endurance. He does not. You hit him with the command grab as he's holding the book. And as you grab him, you place your hand around his throat like you did prior the second time you guys met. He drops the book. And upon looking him in the eyes, he sees a vision of Lapidus himself stemming from you like he did once before. He does start to understand that your nightmare magic does stem from the source, unlike a lot of the corruption that the rest of their group wields. He tries to break himself free, so roll strength for me. He is attempting to break free from your grasp.
Oh my
god, dude, you're locked in. He cannot break free from your grasp, and let's see how bad you fuck up his mental here. You don't fuck it up crazy, but you are stacking more fear on top of him. He is starting to envision you as a somewhat nightmare god before him. You attempt to corrupt his mind, but are unable, and he attempts to break free again. You roll strength for me.
I'm gonna pass.
Damn. Yeah, he finally breaks free from your grasp and throws you away from himself. He struggles to breathe for a second and is catching his breath. And as he's looking at you, he sees the corruption stemming from your body, and he perceives it as stronger than his own. And he begins to go somewhat insane. But instead of how he would have done before, where he would have ran or he would have acted out of fear, this insanity is different. And instead, it seems as if he is kind of becoming more corrupted as the fight goes on. It is empowering his own nightmare magic. The corruption coming from you. And he begins to try to grab you with his gravity power. Upon him doing this, roll wisdom for me. Oh wait, you rolled without. I mean, it's fine, but you rolled without your modifiers again. By the way, your buffs,
Oh,
your strength buff.
yeah, I keep doing that.
But it's fine. I mean, it wouldn't have changed the last one.
Whatever.
But yeah, you roll wisdom for me. You are able to tell that his nightmare magic is kind of changing as he fights. And so it is going from gravity to like going past gravity. There's a lot of weirdness to it, but you kind of have like an inclination of what he's about to do from the knowledge imparted upon you by Lapidus. It seems as if you are somewhat in tune with Lapidus always, as you hold some of his power directly. And you see him begin charging something in his hand. He like starts holding his hand as if he's charging something. What will you do while he charges this thing in his hand? Whatever attack he's about to do.
I'm gonna absorb essence the picture of Vin charging up Key when he did the triple sword
Oh,
instant transmission thing.
Yeah, that's hard as fuck. Yeah, you can do that, no problem. Roll wisdom for me with that, just to see how buffed you get from it, but it's gonna give you a giga buff regardless.
You said roll
Wisdom. You're
Okay.
gonna get a good buff regardless, but I just want to see how good the buff is. Okay.
Damn.
You, well, it's fine. You're still doing something crazy, which is nightmare philosophy. You begin, you use this picture, and as you rip it up, the energy output by Vin when he was charging flows into you. And you begin intertwining it with your own key and your own nightmare magic. And as you do, this kind of green and black aura extends around yourself as you see the fight in the other room with Osei finish. And you create this concept of nightmare philosophy as if Lapidus himself was part of your being. The image of him appears behind you. Nobody can tell what they're looking at. They can just tell that there is some kind of being behind you that appears otherworldly. You are looking directly at Magnus in his eye as he charges up this move. And you try to enact your nightmare philosophy simply by existing because you are imposing the will of Lapidus. So roll strength wisdom for me. I'll roll endurance for Brody. But he's going to get a minus on it because he's charging a move, so his concentration split. Oh, God. You look down on him, and as he's charging up this move, you see a somewhat small, what looks to be like almost a black hole appearing in his hand. But as he does, it's broken, as the shining light from the eyes of the image of Lapidus behind you begin burning into his mind, and he starts going slowly even more insane than he was before. He kind of looks towards you and looks up towards the sky as if looking at a being behind you. And his nightmare powers begin going out of control, kind of unstably, and you see everything around you begin to shake and kind of crumble. The door that was locked between you and Osei that existed is now, it kind of blows back. It's open now. And everybody watches as Magnus kind of enters this self-destructive state where he has absorbed this like nightmarish black hole that he was creating in his hand. and that combined with the instability formed in his brain from the image of Lapidus has caused him to. He's become far more stronger, but he cannot control his own strength. And he attempts to use his powers on you, Lake. And he places both of his hands out, and he fires what appears to be some sort of like dark wave towards you. Nobody can make out what it is or what it does, but it is this giant wave of dark magic that is blasted directly towards you.
I'm still charging up the key from the.
No, that finished.
Or excuse me. Have I maintained that key at all?
Yes. Yeah. You haven't used it
Can
yet.
can I like jump over the thing?
You can attempt, but it would be very, very hard. But you can attempt for sure.
Right. I am gonna try and. Try to like send my my boulder splitting wave at it.
Oh, and split through it. Yeah, roll. You're gonna get a crazy roll here because normally it would be. I was gonna let you apply wisdom to whatever you rolled, but since that is a wisdom roll, I'm gonna let you roll wisdom dex for that.
Wisdom dex.
Yes, you roll wisdom dex for that. To shoot the boulder splitting wave and send it through his wave towards him. That's hilarious. You channel the energy of Lapidus and the philosophy of Ven's key, the philosophy and key from Ven into this strike. And as it shoots through in a wave, it cuts the wave as it's forming around you, but it does not cut all the way through. It does not hit Magnus, and the wave begins to engulf you. You are blown back, and everybody watches as you seem to be kind of like eaten by this darkness that is, enshrouding the room. And the area begins to shake even more and begins to break apart. As you are blown back, Magnus looks towards the other two as he begins walking towards the book on the ground. Lemisk, you're watching this from down the hallway. Roll me a D100. Damn. There was a miracle opportunity there, so I figured I'd give it to you. But yeah, he looks towards you two as he picks up the book, and he begins to open the book. As he does, Lake, roll endurance for me.
Gotcha.
Let's see if you're the goat. Let's see if you can make up for the one's crazy. Let's see if you can. Oh, well, you are engulfed by this darkness. You're going to take. Okay, you'll live. You're gonna take minus flat defense, which doesn't. I mean, it's not huge. You're gonna take 90 minus flat defense. You're going to take fucking what's it called? 60 mental. And you're gonna lose 20 of your key. This darkness is like siphoning you.
You said how much mental?
60. No. Yeah, 60. What'd you say, Lemisk?
Can I see this and give him a little prayer?
Yeah, you can give a prayer here. Go ahead. You can give a prayer.
Like, I want to heal him a little bit.
You want to heal him a little bit? You can do a prayer of fortune. Roll wisdom for me. We'll see how powerful of a prayer of fortune it is. Okay, it's you will obtain 30 stamina back, Lake. And as you're being engulfed by this darkness, everybody watches as Magnus opens the book and begins reading more, watching as this corrupted, nightmarish form begins like taking hold of him, and he will attempt to rush past Osei and Lemisk to make it out with the book. Actually, you know what? For the aura of it, like, I'll give you the chance to roll Agi here to see if you can prevent him from leaving after he reads the book, becoming stronger. You can actually, okay, you can actually prevent him. It was over 100. You can actually prevent him from leaving as he like reads the book some more. He looks into it, he closes it. As he's about to head out, you step back in front of him. He's surprised that you were able to withstand what he sent out, that you now realize is like a spatial wave. Like you felt like the freezing cold of space. And you step in front of him. And as you do, he, in blind fury basically, grabs you. He attempts to grab you, and he wants to use his nightmare magic on you as he grabs you. So roll. Well, what do you want to do in response to him attempting to grab you? Actually,
I'm gonna try and like bob and weave, slip my way out of it, and kind of hook a punch.
you roll Agi for me again. I will roll. His strength is weakened now, to be fair. His strength is definitely weakened, but his wisdom is super, super high now. He only barely keeps you in his grasp, so neither of you really do much. He grabs you and is just able to like throw you to the side, but you're kicking around too much for him to do anything that deals meaningful damage. He throws you to the side, but the part of him that still remains human forces him, it compels him to challenge you again after he throws you. He runs over towards you and attempts to kick you while you're on the ground. Roll endurance for me, since you haven't gotten up yet. Roll endurance for me. Yeah, he's gonna kick you and that shit's gonna hurt. You're gonna take 40 minus flat defense. He kicks you while you're on the ground and you get kicked into the wall as you get back up. And you are face to face with him as he's looking at you, kind of smiling. What will you do, Lake?
Going to try and draw power again from one of my pictures.
Okay. Which picture do you want it to be?
I'm gonna use the picture of the guy who wouldn't tell me his name, aura farming from earlier.
Yeah, that's valid. You should. Yeah, you use this picture of him aura farming, and as he looks at you, he sees the figure of the man appearing around you and immediately gets unhappy. You roll wisdom for me, but with a plus 30 to the wisdom roll. Sick. Yeah, you look at him and smirk as you kind of use this picture and summon a portal from beside yourself. Out of this portal comes a tendril representing your fear manipulation that grabs onto him roll strength plus wisdom for me. And he will roll endurance, which has also gone down. Okay. You are not able to corrupt his mind fully with the fear, but the grab still hurts him. So just roll pure strength for me. We'll see how much the strength the grab hurts him for. Okay, yeah. The grab is pretty good. I'll roll his endurance for this, but I mean it should be fine. That's still gonna do damage regardless. Yeah, you grab him with this tendril, and the tentacle clamps down and like crushes him a little bit. He doesn't get extremely hurt from it, but he's not able to break the grasp of it. What do you want to do while he is in the grasp of it? He will have a chance to attempt to break it if you don't do something that can prevent that.
I'm gonna try, since I kind of have him in a easy spot. I'm gonna try and roll through fear through him again.
Yeah, go for it. Strength plus wisdom. I'll roll with his weakened endurance. Ooh. Oh my god. Yeah, you roll through fear him while he's in the grasp of the tentacle, and he is unable to fight back. He cannot break the grasp of the tentacle, and you keep on clamping down with it on him, crushing him slowly more and more with it. What will you do while he is being crushed by the tentacle? He cannot respond because he has been ruled through feared.
I want to I want to try and like send more fear energy into him.
Using the tentacle? Yeah, roll
Yeah.
wisdom. Roll wisdom. You get it for free. We're just gonna see how powerful it is. That's pretty fucking strong. Yeah, you hit him with even more corruption, and he is now overloaded. He begins seeing the world as what you saw when you met Lapidus. The world that you saw when you were getting your powers is how he perceives the world. An endless vast nothingness of black water with two giant spotlights in the sky that are the eyes of Lapidus looking down upon him. He looks into the sky, and all of the stars that he sees are eyes looking down upon him, judging him. He is unable to perceive the world naturally. He begins going insane and unable to control his powers, and as he does, you see him kind of charge up into something. Much like last time, where he's becoming very self-destructive. But this time it seems as if he is like kind of setting off a bomb, kinda. But because you had him held in a grasp, he did drop the book. He is unable to contain his power and begins overloading. There is constant elemental strikes flying from his body, you know, almost hitting everybody else. There's like the power of basically a fucking nuclear reactor in this guy. And
Dodging the energy, can I try to go for the book and try to procure the book?
Yeah, can I like kick the book towards Misk?
yeah, you can kick the
As I
book.
make my
Well,
next
you can kick
action?
it towards Osei. Osei's right there.
Yeah, whoever can get it.
Yeah. Because Osei is pretty close, so like you can kick it towards Osei.
Yeah, I
And
just want to
Osei
get
can
it
pick it up.
to someone else. And
Yeah.
then he's like, you said it's like there's a bomb presumably within bro that's about to go off.
He is the bomb, basically.
Okay, yeah.
He's like a
gotcha.
black hole right now, basically.
Okay. I am gonna try and like fuck, I have no idea how this is gonna work. I have the. I have a picture of the building.
Yeah, you do.
From, I guess last session.
Yeah.
It's just been 10 years.
Yes, correct.
Like the Colosseum. So
Yeah.
okay, I have a picture of the Colosseum. I want to like push him with the photo of the Colosseum and try and use it as like some sort of I like muter. I don't like suppressor for this
Oh, okay.
bomb.
I get what you're like containing it. So the
Yeah.
picture that you have is of the tower that you guys are currently in, which is actually better for this.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because I thought it was the
and
Colosseum. When I thought that it was the Colosseum, I was like, oh, that actually that doesn't really.
no, it's the tower. So the tentacle will disappear, and you can push him as he's beginning to, like kind of turn into this volatile black hole. You push him along with the picture that you throw at him, and attempt to create like a containment field around him using the picture. Everybody else begins to back up so that they can get out of there. And he has not exploded yet, but you can tell that there is like a release of power that will happen, and when it does happen, it's going to be to like a great magnitude. But this containment around him, roll wisdom for me. Why not? That's okay. The containment around him, it will break when he explodes, and you do not know how much damage it will do after the fact. You don't know how much of the explosion is going to be contained.
Gotcha.
But you know that an amount will.
Um.
You also don't know when he'll set off. You don't know if it'll be immediate or like a few minutes or what.
So he's like overwhelmed with like nightmare energy.
Yes.
But you said that he's like where I've been at before.
Like mentally, the way he perceives the world, yeah, is
Okay,
what you saw with like the Lapidus stuff.
So have I withstood this amount of like nightmare energy
Yes.
before?
Correct.
Okay. Can I try and use the ability that I would use for absorb essence on my photos on Magnus?
You could, in theory, attempt, to have it absorb into your, like, using your nightmare DNA, but you don't know if that would fuck you up or anything. Like, you don't know if you could contain that power, you just know you've withstood it.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna use stillness principle then.
Okay. I mean, I liked the idea. I mean, I would have been fine with you attempting it. But yeah,
I
you
just
can.
think if I turn me into a bomb, he's still a bad guy.
That's true. You can roll Dex Wisdom for me for Stillness Principle as everybody else is beginning to evacuate to the next floor.
You said roll what? Sorry.
Dex Wisdom.
So let's go.
You rolled Dex Wisdom, and because you got the Dex bonus here, usually it would just be Wisdom. You got the Dex, so it's over 120. That's good.
When are you?
Everybody else makes it out of the room as he takes this picture for Stillness Principle, and everybody makes it to everybody begins making it up the next few floors, using Cornell's powers. Actually, Cornell is able to materialize things. He has his aspect that he manipulates is, it's not creation, but it's like what's the word? I don't know the word for it, but he can like create stuff. And so he like makes stairs for you guys back up and so on and so forth. And everybody like makes it back up to Crosswise and Carmilla, and they walk outside as they're waiting to see if Lake can make it back up. They walk outside with Carmilla and Crosswise to see the commissioner killing this giant seraphim, and Deirdre returning through the portal from which that came, as like thousands of nightmares are scattered across, and some of the portals in the sky start slowly closing. Everybody watches as this like imminent invasion has like finally started reaching its ending point. And as the commissioner, who is in a very different form than you guys are used to seeing him in, he's like a different version of himself. He looks far younger. He has like white hair. He's using like some weird powers you've never seen before. And as this happens, you guys see Lake come up from the basement, and you guys walk out as he rips the picture that he took of Stillness Principle. And as you guys walk out, the building behind you rumbles as a giant explosion takes place within the bottom depths of the basement, destroying all the floors beneath and causing the building to not completely collapse, but the top part of the building to get torn asunder by it. Osei still has the book, by the way. He did carry it out. And you guys watch as this building almost collapses in on itself, keeping only about 3 floors worth up. And you watch the commissioner kill this giant angel, and you guys go out there to kill a few more nightmares yourselves as the building gets destroyed, until finally the portals begin to close after hundreds of nightmares have been slain by like the likes of Edgar and Mary and everybody else there. And as you guys take your rest outside the building, everybody like fucking damn near dead, the commissioner walks over to you guys, like after finally dealing with everything he's dealt with. He comes over to you guys. It's been like probably like 2-ish hours. And he looks at all of you, and he goes, "You did it. You defended the book."
Yeah.
Sadly,
our Order of Eden was able to keep it safe.
of course, sadly at the cost of the tower, the crowning jewel of the White Lotus Society, but unavoidable.
Take another one floor higher.
Yeah. At least the med bay stayed intact. If not, that would have been bad for the people that are there. But you guys did good. There's a lot that I will have to explain to you for. You have found out far too much at this point, but that can wait. In the meantime, shit, how about we rest for a day, hold a ceremony for you guys, you know, do the whole thing. You guys did win the tournament after all.
Sounds like a plan. How are you guys feeling?
I think I'm gonna take my son out for dinner.
As you should. As you should. So Crosswise and Lemisk, about those two individuals with you. They did
Yeah.
not enter with you.
Yeah.
This is my son.
That is
The
your son.
My aforementioned son.
Okay.
Carmilla took the job so that she could duel me, but I don't believe she did destructive damage to the terrain or buildings.
And he looks at her. He starts like looking around. He's like trying to get a calculation of her power and whatnot. And he's like, yeah, she seems fine. And then he looks at your son and he starts feeling out like how corrupted he is and shit. And he's like, huh.
He does have he does have a tracker on him. Now, I was hoping that since we did win the tournament and we kept your book shut, we kept your book safe. You throw me out solid. Kept me and my boy here.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. We can look into helping him with his corruption and stuff. Yeah, after you guys have your celebratory dinner, I'll take a look at that for him. It might take a little while. But yeah, for now, we rest. Because that was a fucking fight. I have not had to fight like that since I don't know, a long fucking time. So, good job. And for the first time in 50 years, Graham's disciples have won the tournament. Truly impressive. Group of
Hoorah,
rookies. Truly, truly impressive.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Lake,
Yes, sir.
you, you know, I was worried about you and Osei. You went on that trip to the desert to, meet with Lapidus. But, it seems it came in handy, huh? I could feel it from out here. There's some kind of, power you got going on.
Something like that.
What was the deal with the, explosion in the tower? There was a strange outburst of power. What was that?
We didn't have much option with that one. That was Magnus.
Magnus. Damn.
Guy they picked over me.
Well, I guess the Dreamweavers are officially out of the league. Kinda have to be at this point. Didn't realize that they'd pose an imminent threat to the universe. But yeah, I guess if Magnus was working with them. Huh?
The dreamers are false idols.
Yes, the Dreamers are. How do you know that?
Oh my God.
Your
My
God.
God.
He's getting a phone call right now. That guy. Crosswise is getting a phone call. But
That was actually the siren of the god of corruption.
oh, okay. Yes. You yeah. Lemisk, you saying that just now. I'll need to speak to you and your son when we get the chance.
Mhm.
But yeah. We can do all that now. Everybody else is fucking done for, and by that I mean Mary's literally asleep on the ground in the Coliseum. Edgar's barely able to move. I'm surprised you guys are even standing. But yeah, let's just rest for now, and we'll talk about this another time. And with that, you guys can head into the town and get the ability to rest as we wrap up the session.
All right.
Gang.
Yeah.
Next time, we'll be covering a little bit of the in-between stuff before the next season, and then it'll be starting Act 2, the next season of the league. You guys will no longer be rookies. And we'll be getting a new character. Is there anything you guys would like to end off with?
Be
That'd
sure
be
to
tough.
like and subscribe, comment too.
Mm-hmm.
Real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have a good
Yep.
week.
Yeah.
Yes,
Have
sir.
a good one.
We will be on break next week again. Last time it was not willingly. This time it will be willingly, so I can set shit up for Act 2.
a good
And
2 weeks.
everything. So yeah, we're break next week. Goodbye.